of the education, health, or development.
Hazardous work
that is not allowed. Working in stone quarries, carrying heavy loads as kayaye, hawking on busy streets in the scorching sun, being used as domestic servants in homes, or diving into dangerous waters to untangle nets, rowing canoes for hours under the hot sun, and working all day without food or rest.
Yet, too many of our children are trafficked from towns and villages across Ghana to the shores of the Volta Lake, trapped in fishing boats, robbed of their childhood and exposed to danger every single day.
Human trafficking means the recruitment, transportation, harboring, or trading of persons within and across national borders for purposes of exploitative labor.
I want to go to school, but now I only work.
This is child trafficking.
It is a crime.
It is against the law and it must stop now.
Parents, guardians, community leaders, protect our children.
Report suspicious movement of children and do not give your child away to strangers promising jobs.
Together, let's end child trafficking now.
This message is brought to you by the International Justice Mission with support from the National Commission for Civic Education.
Sunny Gold Brown Sugar, available in a shop near you.
Sunny Gold.
Wakashi. This advert is FDA approved.
Citi 97.3. Accra. Citi 97.3. More variety.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like APSA. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
Ghana is building. Ghana is moving. Ghana deserves the best.
And now, world-class vehicles are being assembled right here at home.
Welcome to Zondatech Ghana Limited, your one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant in Ghana. From heavy-duty trucks powered by global giant Sinotruck to premium SUVs and pickups from Great Wall Motors and Cherry.
From dependable light-duty trucks by Forland to world-class construction equipment from Shantui and Sanitation.
Zondatech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust.
Built to international standards, supporting Ghanaian jobs, driving Ghana's industrial future. Whether you are expanding your fleet, building infrastructure, growing your agribusiness, or upgrading your personal drive.
Choose strength. Choose quality. Choose locally assembled excellence. Zondatech Ghana Limited can be located at its headquarters in Tema. Call Zondatech Ghana Limited on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
Zondatech Ghana Limited, proudly assembled in Ghana, driven by excellence.
I Joa, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If you believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I dey your side, Fidelity.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
In the day of trouble, when the storm is near, and your heart is filled with doubt and fear, there is a name you can call upon, a faithful God who won't leave you alone. When the burden feels too hard to bear, and it seems like no one really cares, lift your voice, heaven hears your cry. Help is on the way, don't you deny. From his holy place he will respond. May the name of God be your strong tower. May he send you help from his sanctuary and give you strength in your weakest hour. When you call, he will hear you. He will never let you fall. May the Lord answer you. May the Lord answer when you call. When the battle rises up like a flood, and you're standing trusting in his blood, he will be your shield and your defense. You'll find peace in his presence. Every prayer you've prayed in the night, every tear you've cried in the fight, he has seen and he won't forget. Your breakthrough is coming yet. From his holy place he will respond. You are covered, you are standing strong. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of God be your strong tower. May he send you help from his sanctuary and give you strength in your weakest hour. When you call, he will hear you. He will never let you fall. May the Lord answer you. May the Lord answer when you call. The name of the Lord is a refuge. The righteous run in and are saved. No matter the trial before you, his power is greater than the grave. Call his name. Call his name. He will answer. He will answer. In your weakness. In your weakness. There is power. There is power. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. lift you high above every struggle. May He send you help from His sanctuary and restore your hope and make you.
Well, so the name we are giving to the musician is Leslie Monza.
Is a name you can call upon.
But yeah, it's a really good song. It's from
Leslie Monza.
Yeah, Psalm 20. Psalm 20. It's a beautiful song. You know who did the song?
Leslie Monza.
One Leslie
Monza. What else should I say?
Leslie Monza.
A very, very, very creative soul.
I'm telling you, and the song is taken from Psalm 20.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I really love the song. And you believe it. Yesterday, you know, Pastor Mauli did "This Is Your Day," I think.
Yeah.
And he preached from Psalm 20.
Yeah.
So Leslie Monza's manager decided to create the song after the preaching. And the song was ready by the time we're starting the breakfast show at 6:30. So that should tell you how Leslie's father
moved by the Spirit.
Leslie's music producer is very powerful.
Yeah. He will be your shield.
All right, so 6:34
Yeah, man.
on the Citi Breakfast Show, starting off with Business Sense, brought to you by APSA. And you should watch out for an interview I had with the Group CEO of APSA.
Nice.
And that interview will be aired tonight on The Point of View and subsequently on other programs. Very interesting insights about the continent and bank that's in 12 African countries.
May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of God be your strong tower.
And APSA is really excited to support you this year with the APSA Ultimate Account, which gives you 3 times your monthly salary of up to 20,000 cedis in the event of retrenchment to help you stay afloat. Move with confidence this year. Open an APSA Ultimate Account. The account helps you feel more confident about the future.
Lord is a refuge.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and they are safe. So my question for you, what does your name mean? What can your name do? Scripture says a good name is better than riches. So you can make all the money and create all the stories about how you made it from whatever. But if you don't have a name that is respected, because you remember the song that Timmy Dakolo sang?
Yeah.
He says your name will open doors.
Amen.
Yeah, so maybe you go to an office and then you want to do something and say, who sent you? So this man sent you. If it's Bernard there, then it means it's good.
Yeah.
So a good name is better than riches. Yeah, so I think that's what I need to tell Ghanaians today. Because it looks like we are erring towards the richest side.
You're serious.
People say get rich or die trying.
See, I started my restaurant with 1 grain of rice.
You'll find people.
All right, so yeah, a good name is better than riches. That's the message. Trust me, that a good name can give you more than riches.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a good name can give you more than riches. So strive to build it and sustain it, so that it will open doors for many. The segment we're entering is called the News Review segment, and it's with Godfred Akotobuafu and Caleb Kuda, and it's brought to us by Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant here in Ghana. Some brands include Sinotrack, Great Wall Motors, Cherry, Shantui, and Sunny, SANY. Zonda Tech delivers topmost quality assembled right here in Ghana. Choose locally assembled, choose quality, choose Zonda. And the segment is also supported by Fidelity Bank with 3 big value propositions. Our accounts have lower interest rates, higher loan amounts we give you, and there's also personalized financial support. Call us on 0800 003 355 or log on to fidelitybank.com.gh or connect with us on social media at Fidelity Bank GH. Let me say good morning once again to the two of you. I'm not sure if you are in the mood for another love letter, but it's very short.
I am not in the mood for anything this morning.
I
thought yesterday. What's happening?
Kalamu Musa Adamu, MCU for Ablikuma North and Honorable Erabna Obin. They owe me a complete hub for my car.
Oh.
No, what we call hub.
The hub, a steering arm.
What happened?
You know, the Dansoman Junction.
You enter the pothole.
I lost yesterday. I had to call a tow truck.
No way.
Which one? The same Dansoman Johnson pothole we've been talking about for years.
I lost it. Broke my steering, my hub completely. Look at my car. Yes. So
which part? I mean, which part of it? Because you know when you are coming from the Accra side, you turn left.
This is from Dakuman Junction.
Oh, the side road.
The side road.
No, that's the side road. That one is called testing for. It's a testing ground for gravels.
No, it's no longer a testing. It's a testing ground for rocks.
So there was a day I was coming from your area. The day I came to your place, and Google said I should stay on that right lane so that I can enter at Hansonic.
Yes.
I regretted
that's not into temptation.
Alaski, look at fine boy yesterday standing by the roadside with my car broken and people staring at me. And I'm sure in their heads they are like, there's nothing more science than that. Many who say
so your hub, your hub.
They have given me cost. Yesterday, I went to after the break. I had to pay.
You know the problem though. It's a highway, so it doesn't belong to the MCE or anybody. It's the highway people who have to fix it because it's the Buzia route. So this one MCE has nothing to do with it, and MP has nothing. This is highways.
So they broke my thing for free. No problem. Let me take you to the front page.
You broke it yourself.
Hi, Alaski.
Sorry.
Hansonic. Why do they call it Hansonic?
That's one junction.
Yeah, why do they call it Hansonic?
There's a Hansonic hotel on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very, very popular.
Okay.
Front page of the daily. Hey,
Kafra, members.
Alaski.
Yeah.
Alaski. In this economy.
Who want to tune you?
Alaski hold me. Front page of the Daily Graphic, Bernard. Revolving rubber fund. Outgoers evade repayment for 20 years. Wow. Banks, industry players petition ministries to revive scheme. Ghanaian immigrants to benefit from Spanish immigration amnesty. Get fund release is 199 million Ghana cedis to settle free senior high school TVET areas. Yes.
Ghanaian Times health alert: waste dumping continues at landfill site despite closure warning, and Court of Appeal dismisses Wontumi second bill to halt mining trial. We are told at the Public Accounts Committee hearing in Kumasi, 3 assemblies failed to account for 533,000 Ghana cedis, and on the back page, closed footbridge at Kaneshi. Pedestrians, traders demand traffic lights. This morning we heard the grim story of a woman who slipped on a pedestrian walkway, fell into a drain, died during the rain somewhere in Mampong. Very sad development there.
I'll take you to the Daily Guide, Bernard, and the front page says tension over Adamu's mines. Assembly calls on minister to act. Abutrika gets 30 million Ghana cedi bill. Frederick Kumi, aka Abutrika, is on the front page of the paper. The Get Fund story is also here.
Yeah, Chronicle, NDC presidential primary, Mosquito leads Deborah, APL poll reviews, and Gold Board rescues 10-year-old girl with brain condition.
Front page of the Herald newspaper this morning, I see Dunketia's early NDC flag bearer campaign elbows Julius Deborah, but Auditor General dismantles 427 million Ghana cedi on earned salary claim, admits error, clears defense official. Rawlings family consoles General Nunu Mensah over wife's death. And then this one, Bernard, viral video exposes migrant struggles in South Africa. Very, very sad video yesterday.
Custodian, Ghana's debt, domestic debt up by 24 billion Ghana cedis in 2025. NDC bigwigs jostle to succeed Mahama. Asiodun Ketia, Julius Deborah lead in tight race. And minority exposes government over joined up assault on OSP.
The OSP is also on the front page of the New Publisher newspaper this morning.
Right. The Informer, Baumia Walk Stock unites NPP ahead of 2028 elections. Stop meddling in chieftaincy disputes. Otunfo warns politicians and minority backs OSP, insists it has prosecutorial powers.
The front page of the Inquisitor newspaper carries the Adamus Mines stories. Also exclusive on Saglemi Housing Project Part 1. Kwam LMI deal smells.
The Ghanaian publisher Mustafa Hamid trial adjourned over OSP's authority. Mosquito Julius lead NDC race according to a survey. Revoke Heath Goldfield's deal. CACA tells government.
Front page of the Daily Just Julius Deborah versus Justice Sedun Ketia seems to be quite popular this morning. Adamus also very popular this morning. And Get Fund on the front page as well. Ben.
OSP is popular on the news center. Government crippling OSP to weaken corruption fighters minority. Ghana's economic future tied to local capacity. This is Moses Bailey. aiding an ECG in 3.46 billion procurement, while report on 2,600 missing containers in still hidden from the public.
Okay, let's end with a point.
Ghanaian poor in the state must be both facilitator and active participant in wealth creation. This is Julius Deborah. NPP stages Yensro Ehunehuna demonstration in Sunyane. All of that and more in the Ghanaian point.
Let's go on live briefly. CityNewsroom.com. Over 30% unsafe cylinders uncovered under cylinder recirculation model. NPP stages Yensro Ehunehuna demo in Sunyane. Comac says scrap inactive licenses to stabilize downstream sector. Meanwhile, 12 CSOs to join OSP case at Supreme Court as amicus curiae or curiae, plural of amicus curiae. In other headlines, Abdul Salam NLA to go fully digital by Q3 this year, and then Frank Bodo has suffered immense reputational damage. You remember the story with the claim that a man had received 427 million cedis in an end salary. His lawyer says he's contemplating suing. Meanwhile, Bawumia meets EU ambassadors to deepen economic and security ties. If we go to Channel 1 News Online, Sosu says Ghana needs more lawyers, not restrictions on legal education. Meanwhile, Ghana Scholarships Authority has opened their 2026 intake. And then GS Defense SHS feeding fund delays and sites verification checks. And then UDS Governing Council to reconstitute under new law. My journal line has a number of stories on Chachuchi Kata, who says worst excesses of judicial manipulation are behind us. He also says he could have been dead, reflecting on his pain and prison. In other headlines, OSP was not established to be independent of AG, according to Inusa Fuseini. A couple more headlines. If you go to Graphic Online, 80 years young, Joyce I, icon of leadership and grace.
Solid.
And also, GCB Bank jumps nearly 10% in Tuesday's session as the leader on the Ghana Stock Exchange market. And in the rest of the world, Trump extends Iran ceasefire blockade as peace talks stumble. That's the big story from Bloomberg.
I start from the minority. It's backing the OSP, insisting that it has prosecutorial powers. This is the Informer. The New Patriotic Party, minority in Parliament, has argued that the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, has prosecutorial powers, contrary to suggestions from certain quarters. The caucus maintained that the law establishing the office remains valid and operational until the Supreme Court rules otherwise. Member of Parliament for Gusheu and ranking member on Parliament's Legal Affairs Committee, Hassan Tampuli, addressing a press yesterday on behalf of the caucus, contended that the recent High Court decision cannot invalidate the Act 959 establishing the OSP, and that such decisions rest solely in the bosom of the Apex Court.
I'll stay with that on page 19 of the Daily Graphic. Demand independent public prosecutor to deal with corruption fight. CSOs urge citizenry. Some civil society organizations have called on Ghanaians to demand a constitutionally independent public prosecutor to protect the country's anti-corruption framework. The CSO said the recent court ruling, which ordered the takeover of all Office of the Special Prosecutor cases and declared its prosecutions invalid after the Attorney General's move to challenge the constitutionality of the OSP's prosecutorial powers, could reverse gains made in holding public officials accountable and weaken public trust in governance.
Right. Meanwhile, Mustafa Hamid trial adjourned over OSP's authority. The trial of former Chief Executive of the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, Mustafa Hamid, Abdul Hamid, and others who are standing trial for allegedly extorting more than 291 million Ghana cedis and $323,000 from oil marketing companies had to be adjourned yesterday over the contention of the Office of the Special Prosecutor's case.
Finally, 12 CSOs say they will join the OSP case in court at the Supreme Court as amicus curiae. A coalition of 12 civil society organizations have announced plans to apply to the Supreme Court as amicus curiae in a case concerning the OSP. The coalition said it will file a friend of the court brief in the case involving Noah Adamate, currently before the Apex Court, to support the constitutionality of the office. The move, according to the group, reflects growing concern among CSOs about what they describe as attempts to weaken the country's anti-corruption framework. Addressing the media, reps of the coalition argued that any move to strip the OSP of its prosecutorial authority would undermine efforts to combat corruption and promote accountability in the country. So the story does not mention the specific groups, but I can get a hint.
Yeah.
The Director of Policy Advocacy and Engagement at Citi, Kojo Asante, said attention should be focused on strengthening the OSP rather than on curtailing his powers.
Let me take you to this Auditor General situation, Bernard. It's escalating.
Actually, so the coalition includes CDD Ghana, Imani Africa, Transparency International Ghana, Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, and the Africa Center for Energy Policy and NOSAC.
Right.
The Herald newspaper has a detailed account of this Auditor General situation on page 2. The Office of the Auditor General has apologized for what it describes as a transpositional error in its nationwide payroll audit report, which wrongly linked a public servant to an unearned salary exceeding 427 million Ghana cedis. The Controller and Accountant General's Department from its end rejected claims stating that Ghana's payroll systems makes such payments impossible, and have apologized to Mr. Frank Oliver Kodo in this particular situation.
Meanwhile, Mr. Kodo's lawyer says the man has suffered immense reputational damage and he is considering legal action. Speaking after the apology that you just read, lawyer Prince Ganaku described the fallout as deeply damaging, saying that the impact of the publication, I think by the Fourth Estate, went far beyond the initial report, with widespread public backlash and online abuse directed at his client. According to him, the allegations quickly gained traction online, with screenshots and posts circulating widely across different platforms and reaching audiences beyond Ghana. And then he also criticized the framing of the original report by the Fourth Estate, arguing that it created a strong impression of guilt from the outset. So this may not be the last we hear.
Yes, there's a
this
photo of
story.
Johnson Ekwame Sidu here, and I must say, Bernard, the Auditor General, he should not go free on this. The organization should.
It's some way.
Yeah,
it's
we'll
serious.
talk about it later on, Bernard.
All right.
Yeah, but NDC bigwigs jostle to succeed Mahama. Siedun Ketia, Julius Debra lead in tight race. This is according to a poll. Audu Mahama writes for the Custodian this morning that barely 15 months into the administration of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, the governing party's bigwigs are jostling to succeed President John Dramani Mahama. So President Mahama will be constitutionally barred from running for presidential elections in Ghana, as he will be ending his legally allowed 2-term in office on January 6, 2029. Accordingly, some NDC kingpins have been campaigning overtly and covertly to take over as the governing party's flag bearer for the 2028 general election, ignoring cries of majority of Ghanaians that it is too early to start the presidential race when the government is still struggling to fulfill even 30% of its alluring campaign. So they are talking about Johnson Esiedun Ketia, the chairman of the party. He is in the lead in this recent APL poll. Julius Debra, Chief of Staff, is here as well. Minister of Education, Mr. Haruna Idrisu, Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiel Atufosin, and our Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opokwajiman, is also here.
The Herald has an interesting angle to this. So it says that the poll conducted by Africa Policy Lens, led by Dr. Hayford Ayirakwa, sampled 2,408 constituency executives across all 276 constituencies between 17 and 19 April. Using a structured SMS-based system. Now it says, despite its short 3-day duration, the survey offers one of the earliest snapshots of internal party dynamics ahead of the next presidential contest. It says, unlike the others, Esiedun Ketia has been conducting a nationwide tour, so that most of the others are like functioning members of the government, following the party's victory. And it says he maintains the tour is aimed at appreciation party supporters and grassroots members. And then he says, as of April, he had toured the Upper West, the Volta, Ashanti, and Western North regions, and argued that he's using the tour to engage directly with local leadership and supporters, acknowledging their loyalty. And then when respondents were asked which candidate support as NDC flag bearer for the next election, Esiedun Ketia secured 31.9, and narrowly ahead of Julius Zebra's 30.1, Haruna Idrisu 17.9, Kasiel Atufosin 13.0. Now this poll, it's a bit different from the one Musa Dankwa conducted, where even though Esiedun Ketia was leading, the person who came second was Atufosin. So it really depends on who you ask and what time you ask.
A very popular story on the front pages this morning, Bernard, is this Adamus stories on
what's happening there.
Yeah, so on page 3 of the Daily Guide, they report that assembly members within the catchment area of Adamus Resources Limited are calling on the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakufi-Boa, to urgently intervene in the growing tension between residents and the mining company. According to the assembly members, the situation in the area is becoming increasingly worrying and could escalate into a major security challenge if immediate action is not taken.
Right. Bernard, on the back page of the Ghanaian Times, closed footbridge at Kaneshi, pedestrians, traders demand traffic light. Perpetua Mensah writes that pedestrians and traders at Kaneshi Market in Accra are urging the Department of Urban Roads to urgently install traffic lights near two closed footbridges, warning that the situation has become a serious safety hazard as people risk their lives crossing the busy highway, especially in the evening. Although zebra crossings exist on both sides of the Buzia dual carriage and metro guards assist during the day, pedestrians are left unprotected after 6 p.m. with no functional street lights. Visibility is poor, making it difficult for drivers to spot people crossing in time. So the footbridge has been shut for repair works. While that is ongoing, there are a lot of other things that could be done to make life easier for the pedestrians. That's what Perpetua is calling for.
On page 11 of the Daily Guide, Bernard, a dispute that has been on the front pages for some time, the Sampa issue, and the Santihene has spoken on it. The Santihene Otumfuo II has cautioned government appointees against using political power to interfere in chieftaincy matters, warning that authority in office is temporary. His Royal Majesty issued a warning on Monday during a sitting of the Asanteman Council of the Menchia Palace. The overlord of Asanteman singled out 4 public officials for what he described as unwarranted interference in the protracted chieftaincy dispute at Sampa.
2 quick stories on standards. Over 100 unlicensed motorbike couriers impounded in Accra. This is channel1news.com. Fauzu Masaudi reports that the Postal and Courier Service Regulatory Commission has impounded over 100 unlicensed motorbike couriers operating in Accra. The operation follows a resumption of enforcement activities after a temporary suspension in August last year by the Minister for Communication. The directive requires all courier companies and individual delivery riders to register, obtain licenses, and be onboarded onto the Integrated Courier and Logistics Management System, ICOLMS, Ghana. Affected drivers were issued a spot fine of 600 cedis each before their motorbikes were released. Then we're also told that the Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company has said that a significant proportion of gas cylinders submitted for refurbishment under the cylinder circulation model are no longer safe for use, raising fresh concerns about household safety across the country. According to the company, nearly 30% of cylinders presented for inspection and refurbishment were found to be defective and unfit for continued use. Management of GCMC has warned that the continued use of said 40 cylinders in homes presents a major threat to both lives and property. Now, he says defective cylinders increase the risk of gas leakage, fires, and potential explosions. Incidents that have in the past led to devastating consequences in several communities.
Alaska, I have a beautiful story for you.
Nice.
Page 17 of the Daily Graphic.
Sharp.
MMDA Spatial Planning, Settlement, Management, Monitoring underway. Listen to this one.
Okay.
Land Use and Spatial Planning Authority, LUSPA, has commenced a spatial planning and human settlement management compliance of metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. The exercise commenced in Accra yesterday with spatial planning committee meetings of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Korle Kloti, Ayawaso Central, and Ablekuma Central Municipal Assemblies. The Greater Accra Regional Exercise will look out for how the assemblies executed their spatial planning duties, such as preparation of spatial plans, planning and development, permitting application. The exercise will focus on approval procedures, development control measures, and change of use and rezoning in accordance with the LUSPA Act. Other areas of interest include assessment opportunities, which will be carried out through engagement with technical subcommittees. Now, Bernard, on beautification, Deputy Minister of, let me see which Deputy Minister. Yes, also urged MMDAs to consciously beautify their jurisdictions by applying greenery and proper demarcation of roads. He also spoke about the indiscriminate siting of billboards. This is all the municipalities will feel.
I hope they implement whatever plans they put in place. Let's stay with this.
Yes, and I bring you more municipal related stories. Health alert. Waste dumping continues at Bong landfill site despite closure warning. So waste disposal activities continue unabated at the Bong landfill site despite repeated warnings by authority that the facility has reached full capacity and is due for closure. The continued use of the site comes more than a month after the Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, directed its closure. Mr. Ibrahim, on a working visit to the site on February 24, 2026, ordered that the facility be shut down within 30 days to avert a possible public health crisis. However, the dumping is going on
yesterday,
regardless.
a doctor who listens to this show sent me a voice note.
Right.
and she was asking me who is in charge of sanitation in Ghana. And I wasn't.
Ghana?
Yes, that's the question she asked, and I wasn't sure. So what I said was that there is no minister for sanitation per se.
Yes.
And then the person said, she said, number one, who's in charge of sanitation in Ghana? Number two, what do they do? Okay, so I said, well, sanitation is within the remit of district assemblies, who are coordinated by their regional ministers.
Yes.
The DCs report to the Minister for Local Government.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure, but I think it's a very important question.
Yeah.
Because she says, if you see the way Accra is looking,
Yeah.
or different parts of the country sanitation is looking, there should be somebody, like you remember, if it's water, there's a minister.
Yeah.
If it's power, there's a minister.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should create a sanitation ministry.
No.
But I'm not very clear if they go to cabinet, who they will say the sanitation outcome depends on.
Because yesterday, one of our vice chancellor friends sent a photo of a heap of refuse close to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs around Opebia, which is very close to the airport.
Foreign Affairs.
Yeah.
So who is in charge of
can't do
sanitation?
this.
So I don't know. You see, the reason it's important is that the sanitation ministry has been sort of removed. It's no longer there.
Yeah.
And the district assemblies, they have a dual role. They are part of regional coordinating council. So in a sense, the regional ministers. But the district assemblies, the DCs also report to the local government minister, who is in charge of transportation and so many other things.
And we're told that they will be judged based on sanitation.
And
And
the other thing which is important is that you see, there is no implementation agency for sanitation. This thing I keep saying is, you see, for every major sector, you need an agency, because the ministry has the policy, and the agency implements the program. And there's nothing like that for sanitation. So I don't know whether that's where the answer should come from. Anyway, we'll deal with that later on. Thank you, gentlemen, for being on a newspaper review. Coming up next is the Citi Business News.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
7 o'clock, Citi Business News. Ni Latte here with the bulletin. Good morning, Ni.
Good morning, Bernard. A pleasant morning to you listening. It's midweek. Welcome to the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Valix. Coming up, commercial bank lending slows as credit growth eases to 15.6%. Also, oil marketing companies demand license cleanup to tackle overcrowding in retail fuel markets. Plus, Shippers Authority to cap container charges at 550 cedis, effective May 1, 2026. I am Ni Latte. Details of our stories now. Credit growth in the banking sector has slowed, signaling a more cautious lending environment across the industry. Credit growth eased to 15.6%, with total net credit flows declining to 14.6 billion Ghana cedis. The slowdown comes as banks increasingly shift toward safer assets and tightening lending conditions. The trend points to a more risk-averse posture within the banking sector, which could weigh down on private sector credit expansion in the near term.
This marks a slowdown from the 18.88 billion cedis recorded in February 2025, which translated into a stronger 25.3% growth rate. The slowdown was largely driven by a contraction in public sector credit. Lending to government fell by 1.76 billion cedis, representing a 27.8% decline, in contrast to a 357 million cedis expansion recorded a year earlier. This reflects ongoing fiscal consolidation, which has curtailed government borrowing from the banking system. Private sector credit, however, remained the main driver of lending activity, but also showed signs of moderation. Growth slowed to 18.7%, with credit expansion of 16.33 billion cedis, down from the 26.9% growth in February 2025. Still, total outstanding private sector credit rose to 103 billion cedis. Sectorial trends reveal a concentration of credit in services, which attracted 9.16 billion cedis, accounting for 32.6% of total flows. Mining and quarrying also recorded a strong growth, with credit flows rising to 2.97 billion cedis from the 451 million cedis recorded previously.
You just heard Emmanuel Opon with that business desk report. Oil marketing companies are demanding the immediate removal of dormant licenses to streamline the downstream petroleum sector. They say the industry is grappling with widespread over-licensing, which has led to market distortions and inefficiencies. Clearing inactive licenses, according to them, will help improve competition and ensure stability in the fuel distribution market. Daniel Sakiti has the rest of the story.
COMAC's industry report shows the market expanded to over 229 oil marketing companies and LPG marketing companies during the year, creating an oversaturated environment that intensified price wars and unsustainable undercutting among players. The situation was further compounded by the presence of 57 non-operational firms that retained active licenses despite failing to consistently lift petroleum products. In view of this, COMAC contended that the current licensing framework is inadequate and must be urgently reviewed. To restore stability, COMAC is pushing for a comprehensive overhaul of the licensing framework, including stricter governance, capital and operational threshold for new and existing entrants. Consequently, it advocates an aggressive measure and consolidation strategy to restructure petroleum service providers that fall short of the revised standards, with the aim of improving resilience, efficiency, and long-term sustainability within the downstream market.
Daniel Sakite's report. The Ghana Shippers Authority will from May 1 cap container administrative charges at 550 Ghana cedis per 20-foot equivalent unit to improve fairness and cost efficiency in the shipping and logistics sector. The charge, introduced in the late 1980s when port infrastructure was limited and vessels relied on onboard handling gear, has increasingly come under scrutiny following significant upgrades at the country's ports. Industry players argue that the justification for the fee has weakened over time as modern port facilities now handle much of the work previously done by shipping lines. But here's a reaction. The Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana has welcomed the directive, describing it as a step toward reducing the cost burden on businesses. Executive Secretary of the association is Samson Asaki Awingobet.
These shipping lines never want the baby to sleep, and they think that Ghana Shippers Authority is doing something fishery, but it's within the law. And so we know that it's not by faith. We know that it's not by demurrage. Demurrage here is if the container, the ship arrives in Ghana and they take off my container from the vessel, 7 days is free. After 7 days, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, when I'm continuing keeping, because I haven't paid it to clear my cargo, that one I'm paying you for the keeping your container. The Shippers Authority is not saying no shipping line should collect the demurrage. No, because the Shippers Authority cannot stop it. But up for local handling charges, this is illegal, and it's illegal yesterday, and it's illegal today. And then the directive that the Ghana Shippers Authority have written, we think that it should be implemented into the latter. And that is why we issued a statement to support the Ghana Shippers Authority, because that was the reason why someone fought.
Samson Asaki Awingobet is Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana. The Mobile Money Advocacy Group, MOMAC, has announced new measures to combat rising fraud in the mobile money sector. This follows the recent termination of more than 9,000 agent SIM cards by MTN Ghana over alleged involvement in fraudulent activities. Data from the Cybersecurity Authority shows that between January and September 2025, Ghana recorded over 2,000 cybercrime cases, many linked to mobile money fraud, with losses exceeding 19 million Ghana cedis. MOMAC President Edward Oforiajiman says the association is stepping up internal monitoring to curb the trend.
And we are tightening up our security a bit when an agent is coming to join the association. When you made intention of joining the association, we'll first check your business document. The name that is on the Ghana card should match with the name that is in the Form A or the Form 3. The agent number that you use to do transaction for customers, we'll check. So, for example, if your name is Kofi Mensah and then your business name is Unique Enterprise, we'll see Kofi Mensah. Your Ghana name is Kofi Mensah on your Ghana card. Then the name on the agent wallet should be either Unique Enterprise or Kofi Mensah. If the name on the agent wallet doesn't match, we will question you and we will not recruit you.
Edward Ofori-Agyemang is president of the Mobile Money Advocacy Group, MOMAG. Government is wooing investors with a strong message on the country's improving macroeconomic outlook and industrial transformation agenda. Trade, Agribusiness and Industry Minister Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare says Ghana has turned the corner. Speaking at the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council Business Forum in London, the minister said Ghana's recovery is now firmly on track and underpinned by easing inflation, ongoing fiscal consolidation and a resurgence in investor confidence.
Ghana's economy grew at 6% in 2025, with total GDP reaching $116 billion. Inflation fell for 15 consecutive months from 25.8% in March 2024 to 3.3% in February 2026. The fiscal deficit came in at 1% GDP against a target of 2.8%. Public debt fell from 61.8% to 45.3% of GDP in a single year, one of the most significant reductions in our country's history. The current account recorded a surplus of 9.1 billion by December 2025. Three major rating agencies, Moody, Fitch, and S&P, all upgraded Ghana in 2025, with Moody revising its outlook to positive just 10 days ago. Ghana has turned the corner. The trajectory is upward. We sit at the geographic gateway of West Africa, with the Tema Port being expanded as a rig hub for the Sahel, and we host the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, placing us at the institutional center of Africa's emerging markets.
Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare is Minister responsible for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. On the interbank markets this morning, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis 10 pesos, the British pound at 14 cedis 90 pesos. That of the euro could be sold to you at 13 cedis. These remain average rates from forex bureaus and not the interbank rates published by the Bank of Ghana. So please be guided. And that's our package for today. Our stories and more available on citynewsroom.com/business. I am Nila Tilate. Do have a good business day.
Charlie, trim I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move. Spot there. Ah, Charlie, you sure say you dey pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I for can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah, motion.
Responsible borrowing with a real Flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo day.
Kuma has always dreamt of commanding his own military forces.
Attention! Eyes right, stand at ease.
Because that dream is still a vision in progress, he spends his time commanding his money with the EcoBank mobile app.
Operation Supplier Payment. Dispatch 1,000 units of currency from Accra to Benin. Move! Move!
Sometimes he wants a little extra control so that he can buy only what he needs.
Command Center mobile app. Activate virtual card protocol and initiate payments for sneakers and t-shirts. Abort mission for leather coat payment.
Even when the general is fast asleep, his standing order marches out to sort his bills. With the EcoBank mobile app, you can command your money to make safe transactions in Ghana and across 33 African countries. Download the EcoBank mobile app on the Play or App Store today.
By the left, about turn.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
L to the L to the L to the L. Hey.
Help me make I know they talk much. 12 after 7, Caleb Kuda here. Nila Taylor just went by with the breakfast edition of the City Business News that was brought to you by EcoBank and MTN. If your money is controlling you, now it's time to take charge. The EcoBank mobile app gives you the power to command your money to transact across 33 African countries and anywhere in the world. So command your money to make water, electricity and school fee payments, bank and mobile money transfers, create virtual cards to buy only what you need and more. Money Commander, download the EcoBank mobile app now on the App Store or Play Store and command your money. That also means paying attention to details. So we never call or send SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card or Ghana card details. If you're in doubt or when you're in doubt, call the EcoBank call center 0800 00 3225. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Queuing for your favorite wache, we can accept it. If there is one thing that Ghanaians can relate with, it is queuing. Queuing for trotro, we can accept it. We adjust. We survive. In fact, if queuing was an Olympic sport, we would win gold. But one thing we can't accept is queuing to swap your MTN SIM. Swap your MTN SIM yourself in minutes. Visit the My MTN app or dial *1333# to get this done ASAP. No more standing, no more sweating, no more who be the last person. Do it yourself. Simply swap it everywhere you go. Edwin Kwakofi is in the studio. He's bringing you a kickoff really shortly, and that's brought to you by Polytank and Lesheho. Have you gotten your Polytank Sumo Super yet? If not, listen, you could get up to 10% off the premium multiple layer Sumo Super Tank. Just walk into any of our Polytank outlets today, ask for Sumo Super and save over 1,000 Ghana cedis. Polytank is the original. It's built with advanced multi-layer technology and reinforced for superior durability. It's designed to last, to give you peace of mind for your home, your project or your business. Always go for the best. Polytank is the best. Caution is to beware of fraudsters who do not request for Momo payments online. Walk into any Lesheho Savings and Loans office because they have great news for you. Fala season is what is happening there. Interest rates have been reduced further just for you. So apply for a loan today. Sort out all your needs at the best rates on the market. It be Fala season. Angaza. Call or WhatsApp now on 0270-040-799. Always remember terms and conditions apply. Lesheho. Let's improve life. And Edwin Kwakov is in the studio with more on Kickoff.
Good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of Kickoff on the City Breakfast Show. Coming up, the worrying story at Chelsea continues. A streak of winless games moves to 5, their first in 114 years. We'll bring you some reactions from that game, but it's 50 days to the FIFA World Cup. Welcome to Ghana's most comprehensive and up-to-date sports bulletin. It's Kickoff, which is brought to you by Politan Ghana and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Good morning and welcome to Kickoff. I am Edwin Kwakofi. Let's start off with some athletics. And Ghana Athletics has named a 5-man squad to represent the country at the upcoming World Athletics Relays scheduled to take place next month in Gabon. The team will be led by experienced sprinters Benjamin Azamati and Abdul Rashid Saminu, alongside Joseph Paul Amwa, Isaac Bochio, and Ibrahim Fuseni. The prestigious relay competition will feature more than 700 athletes from about 40 nations and serves as a crucial qualifying event for the 2027 World Athletics Championships and also the 2026 World Ultimate Championships. The upcoming meet in Botswana offers another opportunity for the West African nation to strengthen its relay credentials on the global stage. Now, let's get to some football and to the national under-20 team, and 32 players are set to report to the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence today, Wednesday, the 22nd of April, as preparations intensify for upcoming international assignments. The technical team of the Black Satellites will use the camp to fine-tune the squad ahead of the WAFU Zone B Under-20 Cup of Nations, with a series of friendly matches and rigorous training sessions lined up for the team to prepare for the tournament. Now, let's get to our daily World Cup focus, and today we'll turn attention to Qatar, one of the teams in Group A of the FIFA World Cup. Of course, Qatar, they hosted the World Cup in 2022, and this time they will be competing as one of the nations heading into the tournament. We'll bring you a preview of Qatar in a bit, but now the Ghana Football Association has taking firm disciplinary action across the league, handing out heavy bans and fines to clubs and officials over misconduct and crowd trouble. There's more in the report by Citi Sports' Julio Eshrifi Amwa.
The Ghana Football Association is cracking down, and this time the message is loud and clear, and discipline will not be tolerated, and some big names are already feeling the heat. First up, Asante Kotoko. Welfare Officer Kwesi Frimpong Amos has been hit with a heavy sanction, 10-match ban and a 20,000 Ghana Cedi fine after he physically seized a red card from the referee during that heated clash with Karela United. And it doesn't end there for Kotoko. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara has also been punished, handed a 5-match ban and fined 20,000 Ghana Cedis. His offense, assaulting the referee after the match. Now to Bechem United. Assistant coach Yahaya Malam has been banned for 3 months and fined 20,000 Ghana Cedis for inciting supporters against match officials. The club itself has been fined 10,000 Ghana Cedis for failing to control both their technical bench and funds. In the Volta region, Hoho United is facing serious sanctions. Welfare Officer Walanyo Komla Akude and Security Officer Al-Hassan Samad have both been handed 3 months ban and 20,000 Ghana Cedi fines each for inciting violence. The club has also been fined 10,000 Ghana Cedis after supporters were found guilty of throwing rocks. And finally, Basake Holy Stars. The club has been fined 20,000 Ghana Cedis after their fans prevented the away team from filming the match. The message from the Ghana Football Association is simple: clean up your act or pay the price.
A comprehensive report put together by my colleague Julio Eshrifi Amwa. Now let's get back to Qatar, who hosted the last World Cup and are now one of the 48 teams competing at the 2026 World Cup. Here's what they're going to bring to the tournament.
National football team is set for a second appearance at the FIFA World Cup after debuting in 2022, where they qualified automatically as hosts. Qatar lost all 3 group matches in 2022, scoring once, conceding 7, and finishing bottom of the standings. That campaign remains their only appearance so far, and they mark an unwanted record as the first host nation not to win a match. Still, it delivered their first ever World Cup goal and valuable experience on the global stage. Since then, the team has grown into a stronger unit backed by success in Asia, including 2 continental titles. Now placed in Group B alongside Canada, Switzerland and Bosnia, Qatar enters 2026 with renewed belief. Led by key figures like Akram Afif, the squad blends continuity and cohesion with a disciplined counter-attacking approach. Their realistic target is to pick up their first World Cup win and hope to reach the knockout stage for the first time, with the expanded format offering more pathways.
That was a preview of Qatar, who are going to the World Cup as one of the 48 teams competing in Group A at the tournament. Now to the Premier League, and the head coach of Chelsea, Liam Rosenior, has delivered a blunt assessment of his team's performances, insisting the players must take a hard look at themselves. Chelsea's struggles have deepened, with the side losing 5 straight matches in the league without scoring and conceding 11 goals in that run, a form that has now seen them slip out of the Champions League places. Speaking after their latest defeat to Brighton, Rosenior questioned the commitment level, stating that the pride of wearing the Chelsea shirt is simply not being shown.
Basics in the pride that you should have in wearing the shirt, that was unacceptable. I've defended the players, and I am accountable. I've always said that. After tonight, I think the players as well need to have a look in the mirror for what they put in. And talk about tactics. Tactics come after the basics. Having more courage to play, winning duels, winning headers, tackles, conceding terrible goals. That was an unacceptable performance tonight.
That was Chelsea boss Liam Rosenior. Now former Premier League head coach and pundit Tim Sherwood says Brighton have shown Chelsea exactly how the game should be played. He believes Brighton's performance exposed key weaknesses in Chelsea's setup, highlighting the contrast in intensity, structure and execution.
In style, in build-up with possession, organisation out of possession. It was a team playing against a bunch of individuals who had no spirit, no character. They stood at the end there. I just watched them at the end of the game going over to the Chelsea fans. Half of them have already left the stadium, and they left probably 20 minutes ago. This game was done and dusted after the second goal went in the second half. He played 5 at the back in the first half. It was embarrassing. The amount of room that Brighton had just popped it through him. Second half was a little bit better. The start of the second half, he went with 4 at the back.
Should he have changed that sooner?
Absolutely. He's got to recognise that sooner. That they never got. He was lucky at half-time that it was only 1.
That was former Premier League manager turned pundit Tim Sherwood. Burnley hosts Manchester City at Turf Moor later today at 7 p.m. in a crucial clash with major implications at the top of the table for City. It's another opportunity to close the gap and keep the pressure firmly on title rivals Arsenal. City boss Pep Guardiola says both teams are fully aware of what is at stake as the title race heats up.
Both teams know, like what happened in the past with Arsenal last years in Liverpool, that both teams know we cannot lose, not draw points. So now it will be difficult to recover. In our calendar is so demanding, so of course the 3 days and after, but especially when an Everton game, the opponents are really, really tough.
Does the pressure shift in the title race when it's like this? Is there more freedom from a side that's chasing, or the one that's
more difficult for the mental, physically? What happened after Arsenal and go to to Burnley and perform the well level that we had to do. So we had to adjust a few things. The game from Arsenal and yeah, go to win the game because it's what we need.
That was Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola. In Spain, Real Madrid returned to winning ways, edging Alaves 2-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu to end a 4-game winless run and lose
closed the gap on leaders Barcelona to the NBA playoffs, and the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers that is, responded in style, beating the Boston Celtics 111-97 to level the series at 1-1. The Los Angeles Lakers tightened their grip on their series with a 101-94 win over the Houston Rockets to take a 2-0 lead. And that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. I'm Edwin Kwakofi. Kickoff was powered by Politan Ghana and a Sheho. Let's improve life. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avler continues.
From now to the end of Ghana month, Polytank is celebrating with you. We are giving you over 1,000 Ghana cedis for free on our premium Sumo Super range of water tanks in celebration of Ghana. Sumo Super is designed to last, giving you peace of mind for your home, project, or business. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit any Polytank outlet today. Ask for Sumo Super and save over 1,000 Ghana cedis. Polytank, the original, always the best. Panono Ankasa. Beware, Polytank does not request for Momo online.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, hey, let's go, hey, let's go, hey mama. Let's go, we improve your life. You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. Oh, one sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. You said you'll start boosting your retirement savings next year. Now that was 5 years ago. Time moves quietly, but retirement is getting closer. The best time to start may have passed. The next best time is now. Petra helps you take that step with a clear and simple plan. Speak to a financial advisor today. Dial *447*70#. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
City 97.3.
Accra.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey, my Mr. Enra, my boyfriend, I could see about *959# when your phone so. Now when we
Anita, I don't doggy park.
Oh, one swa. I could see us answer by number one. Yeah, my dream now. And then there was so yummy show, Papa B. Now me the toss me short, sexy dress, no. Now Mrs. Samiti. Now me yummy nails, no. So come on. Oh, no. Me fa uba. Make a do some small 1-2 rounds. Me answer me doing ho. No we tria. Hey, Nana so he for order. So Chinese any wine, Papa B. And they mean this check no.
Hey, Anita.
Na sa ni mia when you hear TV bi no. I also say sound. No to prepare. rain. Na me chilly AC mu. I no go fit sweat like that. See fine girl.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
Baby, I will do no jinawa. Mr. Remember, dial *959#. Oh, iPhone na back to my. No one can say usika so what?
Sister, next time Kati call no what? Dial *959# and I call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Head down some.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
Yes, you're not alone. Your taps have not been running always. You've done everything, but there seems to be no way. You spend too much money buying water from other sources. Now listen, you're not alone this time around. The good news is, Priority Water Limited will pump purified and super clean water through your taps for drinking, cooking, and for other household needs. If you live in a gated community or within an estate, give them a call and you will be happy you did. Priority Water Limited will install water purification system in your community and supply everyone constant clean water throughout the year. Gated communities and high-rise apartments can now enjoy super clean water every day. Give them a call at 0200608404 or 0202185445. Priority Water Limited. We live on water.
Everybody is a winner in the Ungalicious Abiwa promo. Over 4 million worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ungalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Unga powder promo sachets and 20 Unga shrimp tablets promo wrappers at any Unga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code. Send to *713*27# and win instantly. Cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from 15th April to 15th July 2026. Hurry, don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show, they call her the material girl, Madonna. Lots of wonderful people celebrating their birthdays today. Happy birthday to the ever beautiful and glamorous roommate and queen, my beloved Emilia Eugenia Dankwa of the ECG head office. On the special occasion of your birthday, I celebrate your endless love, support and guidance, encouragement, and incredible mother and lover you are to me and the family. Every single day with you has been timeless. From your husband, Engineer Bernardo Dankwa to Emilia Eugenia Dankwa of the ECG head office. Happy birthday to Dr. Jackson Edia Nyantechi, Ashanti Regional Director of the EPA. May Allah grant you good health, wisdom, and knowledge and wealth. There's no name attached to this one. Happy birthday to Prophet Paul Kwekuni Okai of Mount Horeb Ministries, a great man of God. We celebrate you, a man of grace, wisdom. He's the General Overseer of Mount Horeb Prayer Center and Victorious Church International, and Caleb is a really great man. Wishing him a happy birthday, Prophet Paul Kwakuni Okai. Oh my God, Charlie.
Lovely.
Proper man. Happy birthday to Mrs. Naomi Ama. You are an incredible woman, a light, an advocate, an inspiration, and one of the most caring and loving people I know. Your heart for others and the way you uplift people are a daily inspiration.
Nice,
coming in from your husband, the children, and the Asantes. Message, we love you. To Mrs. Vivian Jacqueline Bona, a NIM Principal Nursing Officer and in charge of the admission ward, Pantang Hospital. May this special day bring you good health, joy, and fulfillment. Warmest wishes from Nana Amma. Good morning, Bernard. Today is the birthday of my dear wife, Gifty Asiedua Osei. And I'd like to wish her a happy birthday and ask for God's blessings and favor upon her. From your husband, Richard, and the girls, Aduma and Ayeyi. So Richard is wishing Gifty Asiedua Osei a happy birthday. Lots of people celebrating their birthdays today. Happy 70th to Wilhelmina Jabano. May this new year bring you overflowing blessings. Enjoy your day from the Jabano family. And to Samuel Abujinapo Esquire, MP for Damongo, former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, the man who did physics for his first degree. Wishing you long life and good health. From your wife, Mrs. Nadu D. Biljo Jinapo Esquire.
Yes.
And your
Esquire to Esquire.
Yes, and your children, and from Kofi Tremanting.
Happy birthday.
Let me also add myself to the request.
Okay. Yes. Add all of us.
Well, so from all of us to Samuel Abujinapo, a very interesting, very interesting man. Happy birthday to you. Long life, prosperity to you. There's more.
Yes. Happy birthday to Auntie Ekwoku Sapon.
Okay.
On this very special day, we celebrate not just the remarkable milestone of your 85th birthday, but the extraordinary life you have lived and the countless lives you have touched along the way. Your kindness, generosity, and unwavering compassion have left a lasting impression on our family. God bless you from CWK Agbale and the Asase family.
One from me or two. As you turn one, our prayer is that you continue to grow beautifully in spirit, wisdom, and strength every single day, from Ozingo to Agbako, Alexandria, and Adujinam. And final one. Okay, this one's yet to come through. So when it does, we'll share with the people. Okay.
All right, we have the Minister for Health, Komna Minta Kando, joining us at 8:15.
Nice.
We want to make it interactive. So if you have questions you want us to ask the Minister, I think it would be nice. You can either send us a WhatsApp on 053 9986996 or send us a voice note. Actually, we have our own questions we want to ask him. Free primary healthcare was launched last week by the President. The Mahama case is also at some particular stage. There are concerns about Agenda 111 and whether they will be finished together with the new 350 health posts they want to build. There's also issues around the no-bed syndrome. We're still waiting for the Professor Akosa committee report to be made public. And then the whole issue of nurses and doctors, some of who are leaving the country, the issue of accepting postings, and a lot of things.
Yeah.
So send us your comments and questions for the Minister. For the data this morning, Bakele, let me hear you.
Yes, so managing your church or ministry requires a banking partner that truly understands your mission. Zenith Bank Ghana introduces the Zenith Church Premium Account. Is a tailored solution for churches and ministries. You'll enjoy free Sunday cash pickups, loans at concessionary rates, full cash management services, and expert investment advice for your ministry's growth. Let Zenith Bank handle your church's finances while you focus on transforming life. Sign up for the Zenith Church Premium Account today. Talk to us 054 2000 111. Visit any of our branches nationwide and sign up. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Now, there's a moment when the alarm rings and life is already asking you questions. Campus, office, hustle, dreams, all waiting to be chased. Those moments are when you need something that helps you show up and keep going. That's why Cowbell Coffee must stay with you every single moment. Whether you are grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking up the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right, and you can enjoy it anytime, because success doesn't happen overnight. It's the little moments, the early mornings, late nights, and through it all, Cowbell Coffee Day with you. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. This June, don't just watch the World Cup, live it. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Much Experience Hospitality brings you premium access to football's biggest stage with VIP seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and also priority entry. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. It's more than a ticket, it's the World Cup experience. Upgrade now. For inquiries, please call 055 155 119. Visit MatchX hospitality xphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch. 2026 World Cup experience is brought to you by Match Experience Hospitality, Absa Bank as the official banking partner, and Glyco as official travel insurance partner. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Now, if you are into agribusiness, retail, mining, hospitality, manufacturing, trade, or logistics, then you need a partner that understands your business, and that partner is Absa Business Banking, because we get it. We get tailored solutions such as working capital, assets and trade finance, merchant solutions, digital banking support, all designed specially for your business's success. So whatever stage your business is at, talk to us at Absa. Talk to any relationship manager today, and because we get it, that's why we're here for you. Your story matters, Absa. For all the CISO, CIO, CTOs, board executives, or cybersecurity professionals out there looking to stay ahead, Sapient and Vision, a proud subsidiary of Innovari Limited, invites you to the 4th edition of the CISO Summit. Is the ultimate gathering for cybersecurity professionals. The theme for this year's CISO Summit is Boardroom Conversations, Elevating Cybersecurity to a Business Priority. 22nd today and tomorrow is when it's happening at the Kempinski Gold Coast City Hotel. So don't miss this chance. Gain valuable insights, explore latest cybersecurity trends, and network with top experts from around the world. Register for a cool 6,000 Ghana cedis. There is group discounts also available for 3 or more registrations from a company. And to register, CISO Summit, CISOSummit.com. Call 0540 668414 to secure your spot today.
So it's 30 minutes to 8 on the City Breakfast Show this morning. Everybody's a winner in the Ongalicious Abing Wahab promo. Over 4 million cedis worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ongalicious promo pack. Submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers at any Onga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch, reveal your unique code, send to *713 *27# and win instantly. Cash prizes of up to 200,000 cedis are available. Deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and so much more. Promo is on from 15th April to 15th July. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved. They say the future is coming and we're shaping it. Join the continent's biggest fintech gathering at the 3i Africa Summit 2026 on the theme The Next Frontier, Shaping Africa's Integrated Fintech Future. From 6th to 8th of May, the Destiny Arena in Accra becomes the heart of Africa's integrated fintech future. Come connect with founders, meet the regulators, and close the deal with global investors as we redefine how Africa transacts, invests, and grows. 3i Africa is proudly hosted by the Bank of Ghana with support from GIPS and the Global Finance and Technology Network. Register now at 3iafrica.com and be part of the transformation. And if you're tired of Accra's hustle and traffic and roadblocks and people setting up mechanic socks at the wrong places, and you want a weekend to just reset, Big Posu Wellness Center is the place to go. A place for pure relaxation, gives you calm, comfort, and fresh air. The perfect place to reset and rest. Call 0200 557 699 or visit bposuresort.com to book today. Tecno has released the all-new Camon 50 series. There's the Camon 50, the Camon 50 Pro, and the Camon 50 Ultra. Massive changes. AI-powered photo gallery, AI reflection remover, shadow remover, AI dazzle remover, a sleek design in vibrant colors, high durability with IP68, IP69 dust, and water resistance. So many things that you can get when you visit the next Tecno store to choose from the Camon series. You can also buy it as a birthday gift. Some of us, our birthday is approaching.
Yes.
You want to give us something? It's not chocolate. Give us
you are
food.
misbehaving already.
Trickle down economy.
They say Caleb, They say the things to buy for men are very simple.
Very, very simple.
Shoe, belt, wallet,
boxes.
No,
That's
you
all.
could get cologne, you could get watches.
Correct.
But they reduce everything to boxes and
you could get a massage pack.
Okay.
Or even a voucher for massage.
Take us to, you know, my friend has set up a new barber shop.
Okay.
Where he does massages. Okay. He does a facial.
Yeah, so a nice spa treatment,
Yes.
foot massage. You can do all
Buy
of that.
one for me. So
But
that I'll do. They'll do manicure, pedicure.
Then bring back what you've taken.
I will
from
give
me.
it back to you. Yeah. So all those celebrating their birthdays, let me add a couple more. Wishing my daughter a happy birthday, Maureen of Methodist Girls Manfe, Home Economics 2.
Okay.
May you attract undeniable miracles.
Amen.
From your mom Manyana Amoko Chuiana the first, your dad Daniel Hagan, and your siblings George and Kafui. So this is to you, Maureen of Home Econs 2
Yes.
of Manfe Girls. Somebody here did home accounts. Blessed birthday gloriously to Jane Adjoa Sikam Akpene Asari Chumesi. Wishing you peace of mind and stress-free lifestyle with good health. Good morning, Bernard. Please help me wish a happy belated birthday to my assistant resident pastor William Kwashiche.
Nice.
At Winners Chapel International, a flower from Simon Loga inside a flower Ketu Municipal Hospital at Pharmacy Department. Oh, Charlie. This one, this guy would have done justice to it.
I know, right?
Reverend William Kwashiche.
Yeah,
Happy birthday to Benjamin Yeboah Anoche of Go Energy. I pray God answers all your prayers. From Abena Asabia. And a very good happy birthday to my friend Anita Fiajo. Anita Fiajo. Enjoy your day wherever you're listening from. So this is Anita Baker. I'd like to say good morning to the team at Canny's Eateries, producers of Canny's Tom Brown, Ekwegbemi and Oblayo.
Yeah,
you know, I've been trying to get my kids to eat more local porridges, and so yesterday, one of them said yes, he's looking forward to Ekwegbemi.
Oh.
Yeah, because you know, the kids of these days, they like frosty flakes, corn flakes, and all kinds of things. But thanks to the Canny's team, we are going to do more Ekwegbemi and Oblayo.
Okay.
And then original Tom Brown, you know. And they've packaged it in a way that is sellable. It's very nice. I'm not saying they shouldn't eat cornflakes. They can eat all those things, Rice Krispies and all those things. But trust me, we
But
also,
you do well with how you're trying to
It's not easy.
engineer the taste of the kids. How do you do that for adults who already have taste?
I brought the kids back to your village food festival.
Yeah.
And I was very happy when they saw that a lot of Ghanaians like eating these things.
So they are not telling you, like you are
It's
forcing
not
it down
only
their
what you see on
throat,
television and what your
Yeah.
friends telling you in school, that is food. So, you know, watching all those people come to the food festival for me was very important. So let's encourage our children to eat. You know, those days my mom used to mix things. Sometimes
Yeah.
she would even mix sorghum.
Right.
All right, and there were sometimes she did millet, and there were sometimes she would even blend fish with some of the powders
Yes,
to make it
yes,
protein
yes,
based.
yes,
We used to
yes,
take
yes,
to those
yes,
things.
yes,
A lot of
yes.
these days, the kids, Charlie, all they want, they with me, I want to eat Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies. You know, so please let's encourage people to get Tom Brown, Quick Baby, Oblayo, rice water,
yes please,
Akacha, Sogum,
Cockly,
Millet,
yes,
Cockly. It's very important. It's very
okay.
important because you know we have maize, we have rice, and we have gari. The funny thing is, we eat a lot of rice in Ghana. It's also because we don't add value to our maize. I have a friend who's a maize farmer in Sisala, and what he does, the company is called I'm trying to forget. So what he does is beyond just the maize.
Yeah.
He grinds it, he blends it. Sometimes he mixes it with different things.
Okay.
Packages it very nicely.
Right.
Kedan.
Okay.
He has a massive maize processing factory in Sisala. You know, Sisala has some of the best maize.
Yeah.
They grow some of the best maize in the world.
Yeah.
And the company, I think some of the breweries used to off-take his maize for their breweries, but I think some of them have slowed down on that. Okay, and I'm saying to the government that when you have a factory of that size in a place like Tumu, which adds value to the maize in that factory, the least you could do is to say to the secondary schools that procure your processed maize. By that I mean maize flour,
right,
whether the dry one. There's some they mix with some protein, some they mix with other grains. All right, if the secondary schools can procure their value added maize, processed maize from that factory, I think it will help, you know, because we export a lot of things raw. Look, these companies that do conflicts and all these things, it's basically just adding value to things. Okay, and this company is in Tumu.
Wow.
It's in Tumu. All right, and of course some of the large breweries were procuring their maize from him, but some of them have reduced because of whatever economic situation, you know. And we shouldn't just give the school children raw rice to do rice water. We should be able to do other mixtures of things like that. So, you know, let's add value
made
to our
snacks out of rice all of that. Different products you see on the shelves when you go into some of these places. So I think it's an important call.
I'm urging the Ministry of Education or ministry that's in charge of school feeding to look at diversifying the meals of our secondary school children. And our last point, when I spoke to Kofi Asare, is one of the reasons the school feeding program is failing is that in every country that school feeding has been done, and it's not just an Africa thing, South America and other places, school feeding program is designed to use the local agricultural produce in communities to support the feeding needs of educational institutions in those local communities. So if you go to Tumu and there's a maize farm with a maize processing plant, they link the schools in the Upper West region to that Tumu processing plant for it to work. He says we've changed that to make it a procurement opportunity for party people. So when a party wins elections, they put the women organizers in charge of school feeding program who cook and give to the schools. Now, because the amount is so low and they want to make their margins, they may have to go and buy ready, easy to cook things. Okay, so maybe there's a school at Adenta. He will just go to the Medina market and buy some things. But if you link it to the local agricultural production, so farm gate price is what they will establish if there's a process. You know what I'm saying? So it was more an integrated, and I feel like, you know, sometimes the failure to do integrated thinking cost us a lot. We think that by doing school feeding, we're only solving a problem of hungry kids. You can link that to factories, processing, job creation. We must be more integrated in our thinking. But it's almost like, oh, we want power, so let's give school feeding to women organizers. Let's pay 2 cedis per day for a child. Charlie, you get it? It doesn't. And the schools don't have to eat the same things. And you don't have to send things through buffer stock in Accra. You get it? If they are in Upper West and they are doing millet, they should do millet breakfast. If they are in Bono and they are doing whatever, you get it? And it has to. Now we have an egg glut. Why does the president have to be the one to announce?
Go and buy.
It means that we have not thought through this. Somebody should think through and say, you produce a lot of eggs in the Doma area. Even if you don't overproduce eggs, if you want a teenager to be healthy, they must have a protein.
True.
So the president doesn't have to come and announce that we should procure eggs out of the egg lot and give it to school feeding program. It should be, it should be like thought through, but we don't think through the thing.
It's a presidency economy.
You hit the nail on the head,
it's not right.
Bernard. And I think also when these projects and policies come up, we have to interrogate the mode of execution, so that, like you're saying, there should be some kind of integration with the local economy and not just a procurement opportunity for party faithful.
Yeah. So please, let's be more integrated. Like yesterday, the article we read where the gentleman said, you have a sanitation problem, you have a lawlessness problem, you have a space problem,
monetizing,
and then you have an unemployment problem, you have a revenue problem. Put it in a system and create jobs. Okay, like what we do is that we go and buy cameras for millions of dollars and just install it and leave it. Integrate that with a job for people, car parking. Like, it's not rocket science. It's just the commitment that we need to have. So please, school feeding. You'll get a quick baby for the kids. When I was in secondary school, Charlie. Where you in Prempe?
Oh yeah, I mean Sundays you get bananas from the farm.
Hey.
We were having eggs from our school farm. Nice. So we had a school farm which had a poultry farm.
When your board chair is Professor, your PTA bosses, you
link it.
You eat properly.
In our time,
because you Sunday morning you find him show up randomly to sit at the dining hall to eat.
We used to eat eggs from our school farm because we had a poultry farm, and then the crops were not that many in the farm, but the poultry farm side we used to eat eggs. And I feel like I even think you can link the local farmer groups to the schools. It shouldn't be. We have 500,000 people write to WASI every year. Even if 80% are in boarding schools, that's over 350,000 mouths to feed.
Bernard,
yes.
Before Edwin comes, look, let me just leave you with this. The level of thought, the depth of thought that has gone into how political parties can help their people get rich through these systems that you talk about.
Systems.
If the people attach that same level of depth to solving our problems, we'll be far gone.
Because if you solve the problem for all of us, we all benefit, right? Because even if you solve it for only a few people, you give them contracts. At the end of the day, you haven't solved it because people will still be coming to you for money and that kind of thing. So it makes more sense to solve it in a way that is sustainable, right? Let me bring in Edwin Kwakofi. And the segment is called Tech and Social Media Trends. And it's probably brought to us by
Telecel.
Good morning, Edwin.
Good morning, Bernard. Good morning, everyone watching, everyone listening, and everyone in the studio.
All right.
We start off with Victor Bodo trending because of obviously the
1,000 apologies.
Yes, the Auditor General's Office issuing an apology to him for erroneously saying that he received an earned salary of about 427 million cedis. Obviously, the story was taken up by the Fourth Estate and blown up, and he was hounded on social media because of it. After the apology by the Auditor General's Office, we spoke to his lawyer, Prince. We spoke to his lawyer on Eyewitness News, and he says that they are considering legal action against the Fourth Estate. He wouldn't confirm whether they were also going to take on the Auditor General's Office because he's a public servant and they didn't want to muddy the waters there. But they are considering legal action against the Fourth Estate because they say his reputation has been damaged immensely by what was posted, and that the Fourth Estate couched the story in a way which seemed to proclaim guilt, even though when they approached him, he had stated that he had bank records and other statements that he could prove that he didn't receive any such money. But they posted a story, posted in social media, and people were accusing him of being a thief. They were calling for him to be killed, all of that. Yes, so he says he's definitely going to take them on, but it teaches us a lesson about how we push news
take our time.
Take our time and assess issues.
If you allow me.
Yes.
I understand the difficulty, but this is the controller and
Auditor General.
This is Auditor General's report. You've been at this far longer than I have. Have you ever seen a situation like this before, where
they've been
a completed
errors? once or twice. There have been a few transpositional errors.
There were over 20-something transpositional errors in this.
This particular one?
This particular one.
Really?
Yes.
Over 20 transpositional errors?
Yes.
Hey, that's serious.
Sent to Parliament. Hey. You see, and the reason why I keep harping on about this and why I think it's unforgivable is it erodes public trust.
Yeah.
You see, it's not a matter of the Auditor General and his people coming out to issue statements to try and clarify the situation. They've done that, and thank goodness for Mr. Kodo on that. But the department need to answer significant questions. You see, because if not, does that mean that when the Bank of Ghana issues a report next time, for instance, who goes beyond that?
What led to the transpositional error, and how can it be prevented?
You see, and the thing is, there's a whole process published that these reports go through before it ends up at a house of records like Parliament.
Serious?
So what before, if this document has left your offices, signed, stamped, gets to Parliament, they interrogate it. Other people the general public have started consuming it. And now starts reaching certain conclusions, and then you come back to say that, hey, and so how long did it take you to notice the transpositional errors? Even the period that it took, because you didn't publish the report last week.
Serious.
So, but for the Public Accounts Committee
and it's Fourth Estate story,
they are telling us they were not aware they had made transpositional errors in a document that basically is something of significant record. I think the people who are responsible for this either should resign, they should be fired. It's completely unforgivable, simply based on just how important Auditor General reporting
the
is.
amount attributed to the guy was like 400 million cedis paid over. It's like,
you see, how? I am not buying this narrative of, you see, the use of transposition. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it look like, oh, it's one of those things. It is not. We will not allow it to be one of those things. So apologies to Mr. Kodo, but as for the Auditor General and his people, forget. We will be on their necks. This transpositional error narrative, they should stop.
I think Parliament probably also needs to invite them.
They should come and explain.
To speak to the full document.
Yes, they should come and explain it again.
Because it means that maybe Parliament may have proceeded on some aspects of their...
which are wrong.
Of their inquiry,
which is wrong,
the basis of
error
information. So it's a very serious
issue. It's a complete erosion of trust.
It's a very serious issue. Anyway, so let's move on.
Let's move on to the O2 for the Asante-Hene, who was speaking at a meeting of the Santaman Council, and he cautioned government appointees or officials from using their political power to interfere in chieftaincy matters. So it's a very serious comment by the O2 for there. He says that power is transient, that you will end up out of power. So if you make certain decisions that compromise the security in these traditional matters, you're going to have some issues when you are out of power. So that has got people talking.
That came up actually yesterday as well. It was
from
the same meeting where he distilled one of the Ochiame and he said a number of things.
Yes. Okay. So let's move on to the Methodist Church, Ghana. The Wesley Cathedral, where there was a confrontation between one of the congregants and the preachers. The preacher said that it's trending heavily. The preacher said, if you don't pay tithes, you are basically a robber.
Huh?
Yeah, he went through the levels of thievery. Said that you are a thief.
No, he was likening it to Malachi, where it says that if you robbery and
yes, so he basically ended by saying you are a robber if you don't pay your tithes. One congregant, a woman, she got up and said,
inspired by the Spirit.
If they are robbers, then they are also thieves as well.
in open public.
In open public.
It's not joking.
In front of the whole church.
The people around there.
I love it. Were they doing like a
it's not a
you know, an open church. You know, the Methodists, we do open church forums.
Forum.
Yeah. Where you can free your mind.
Oh, so the woman free in mind.
Free in mind proper. I love it.
No, it was
I love it.
Were the church members in support?
Yes.
Yes, some of them were in support.
But some were shocked.
Some were a little, obviously,
she was speaking for them.
challenging.
Which church is this?
Methodist Church, the Wesley Cathedral.
Where is that?
It's at Jamestown, I believe.
Oh, Jamestown.
Yes, yeah.
They don't play.
It's a beautiful church.
You can't over people who are No, they don't agree. Come and do your bullet things and take our money and go.
Yeah, the woman raised questions about welfare.
Yeah, she was speaking.
Hey, Chi.
Chi.
She raised matters of welfare.
Yeah,
Did the man respond?
Yes.
What did the man say?
But he was also very patient.
He has to be.
Yes. Papa Osofo was very patient.
What did he say?
No, Papa Osofo was hearing what she was saying and trying to respond to her concerns about tight payment and
welfare
and how it's not commensurate because somebody's paying a lot of tithe, but
the church doesn't help. Yeah,
sometimes you really feel
exactly
that sort of thing. And
we should do more. I think we should do National Church Forum Day.
Please invite
everybody.
The manner in which she went about it could have been a lot better. I think
some people mean that my pastors put down.
Yeah, but you can't. You see, even in corporate, you don't address your grievances like that.
Yeah, I know.
You don't address.
But I think that it's become. I think the pastor's response also shows his maturity.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's fine.
But in response to what Caleb is saying,
oh, okay.
Charlie, why are you maligning James?
That's what I saw. That was what I was giving.
We apologize.
Yes, we apologize.
Because I was surprised that the Methodist Church in Jamestown, a person was speaking Tree.
That's what I
because usually they will speak Ga, so it had to be.
Okay. So I'm
making the point that. Granted that you don't find it tasteful how she went about expressing her grievance, it was also reactive to what was said about congregants paying tithes. And when your back is against the wall, when you are paying tithes and you feel that you are left out sometimes, you are not taken care of, or your welfare issues are not properly addressed, and you've held it back for a while, you can burst out. So it's also the communication goes both ways.
Okay, so we move on to some light-hearted news, and there's a battle of Black Stars songs on social media. Grace Ashley released a new banger for the Black Stars.
Oh yeah,
and Grace Ashley.
Thank you.
Grace Ashley. It says on the Jaman Kwanoe.
Yeah, so people are comparing it to the song released by Stonebwoy. You know, he promised the song. He released it. It's out. Yeah, there was airplay. It's Zamanamla something. Yeah, people are comparing the song, so it's also creating some buzz online. Yes, and that's it for tech.
Leslie Manzo is
We'll unveil him on Friday. That was second social media trend.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello sir, Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
The World Cup is coming. And this time, you're not just watching it, you're living it. Match Experience Hospitality is giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP stadium seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. This isn't just a ticket. This is the World Cup experience. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality knows exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. So upgrade your World Cup. Call 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch, our official banking partner, today. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Match Experience Hospitality is doing this with Absa Bank as its official banking partner and Glyco as your official travel insurance partner.
Bold colors, bold patterns, bold choices. Bold since 1966. Through every decade, every celebration, every woman, every story. For 60 years, GTP is still the first choice. Today, we are more than fabric. We are fashion. 60 years bold, because bold never gets old, gets retold, and stays gold. Get the GTP at 60 anniversary collection today from any accredited GTP distributor nationwide or from our retail shop in Osu and online at shop.gtpfashion.com and celebrate bold colors, bold patterns, and bold women. GTP. Life styled.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number one. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
Prices will go sweet to your body. Plenty products they and deals. Free a crack, see bimbila, bribi wa homa obia. From appliances to clothes, beauty products pay as you wish. Quality products guaranteed. If it matters to you, then it matters to us. Try Jumia today. Your pocket to thank you. Try Jumia today. Your pocket to thank you. Try Jumia today. Your pocket to thank you. Try Jumia today. Your pocket to thank you.
Buy any promo pack of Gino tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, or Gino jollof tomato mix. Cut open the sachet, find the code inside, text the code free of charge to star 844 star 99 hash. There's over 2.5 million Ghana cedis in airtime to be won, plus amazing appliances and the grand rewards, a brand new car, and an all expenses paid trip to a dream destination. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
I don't wanna stress, I want the soft life. I wanna have more time, make catch up life. I send money, I pay my bills, I buy airtime. Oh, I take the soft life. Abracadabra seems like magic, API magic. I don't need to carry money on me with Fidelity cards, I just need to swipe. Oh, I take the soft life. Oh, soft life, GHQR. I take my phone when I scan it, payment complete. Fidelity app is so sleek. Oh, I take the soft life. Say hello to Kuku at the chatbot. Yeah, she's gonna simplify your digital banking. Fidelity digital banking, the new dimension. Dig the soft life. Modege, listen modege. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
All right, so this song actually was not Anita Baker, it's Arthur Baker and Al Green. I need to make that correction. And the Backbeat Disciples. All right, so this is 1989. So the song is by Al Green and Arthur Baker. I erroneously said it was Anita Baker. Yeah, so are you dreaming of studying abroad or taking an IELTS test? At IDP Education, our counseling application support services are completely free, helping you save your finances while securing genuine opportunities abroad. Your journey begins with IDP Education, offering expert support for study abroad applications to UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and Canada. Visit us at Akwaje and that's in Accra, and Edum in Suasi in Kumasi. Call 020-256-6614. Book your IELTS test today. Speak to our counselors and take the first step towards your future. Republic Bank has a number of products. If you want a house, talk to us about mortgages. If you want to grow your SME, we have SME and corporate banking. And if you want your transactions to be easy, get our Visa or credit and debit cards. Call 0800-414-414 or come to any of our branches and benefit from the Republic Verse. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. And Left Signature is an energy and power company, from expert electrical engineering services to cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar and microgrids. Left Signature keeps your world powered and protected. Download the LED Power app from the Play Store and App Store or access the web version. Call 0256 111 811. Lots of action in the health sector. Last week, His Excellency the President launched free primary health care, a policy to eliminate user fees at CHIPS compounds, health centers, and polyclinics, and also to help with preventive health care. We have the Minister for Health and MP for Joaboso. Is that correct? Joaboso, Honorable Kobina Minta Akando, to answer questions on that and many other issues. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Minister.
Good morning, Bernard.
Busy week for you. Primary health care, free.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify something. What's the difference between free primary health care, what it does, and what the NHIS is supposed to do?
Is that where you wanted to start from?
Yes, to just clarify.
I was going to tell you what the primary health care is, then I'll come and tell you the difference. But that's what you want.
Oh, okay,
No
it's
problem.
the same. Okay, you can use that approach.
No, that's
you can use that approach.
Let me go. Every country is struggling to attain universal health coverage.
Good.
And countries like Brazil, Rwanda, Thailand, who have attained universal health coverage, took a decisive action by investing in their primary health care.
Okay.
In fact, to tell you the truth, our healthcare needs, about 80% of our healthcare needs is primary healthcare.
Wonderful.
So when you get your primary healthcare right, you have a robust healthcare system. Okay. And so there is a need for us to also attain the universal health coverage. And when I say universal health coverage, what it means is that irrespective of your status, your location, and your ability to pay, you must have access to quality health care. So we must get there.
Good.
And there has been a lot of progress in our health sector. Introduction of the CHIPS compound, introduction of the national health insurance and all that. But there are still gaps that we need actually to fill. And so we decided to roll out the free primary health care. And at this point, let me tell you the difference. So for example, we inherited the national health insurance coverage from 57%. And then now, as I speak to you now, we are about around 66%. What it tells you is that there are more than 12 million Ghanaians who are not part of the national health insurance. That's what it tells you. So if you proceed on the assumption that, look, almost everybody is part of the national health insurance, you are proceeding on a very dangerous grounds. And to tell you the truth, Ghana is not all about crowd in the cities. There are people who find it extremely difficult even to renew their cards. Okay. And so the national health insurance card takes care of subscribers. Okay. So if you are not a subscriber, you cannot access national health insurance. You can access primary health care as part of national health insurance, but you need to be a subscriber.
And 34% of Ghanaians are not part.
Exactly.
This is coverage, okay.
Now, in the case of the free primary health care, all the 33 million people are covered. So whether you are a subscriber to a national health insurance or not,
you can get coverage.
You can get coverage.
Which means you can use your Ghana card or something
Yes, so
else.
you just need to identify yourself as a Ghanaian, whether a passport or whatever.
Good.
So that's the first difference. Even with the national health insurance, when you are a subscriber and it expires, you need to renew before you can access healthcare. In the case of the primary healthcare, you don't need any renewal.
Good.
Okay. Now let's move to the next step. Now, you have never seen in this country that because you're a national health insurance subscriber, Bernard, you sit in your house and there's a health worker coming to take your vitals. Have you seen that before? I haven't. Have you?
I'm not sure that that's even part of anybody's
Exactly.
expectation.
So, in the case of the free primary health care, what we are going to do is concentrate on the preventive measures You know, Bernard, our healthcare system, and I say we are now moving the healthcare system from what I call sick care to healthcare properly so-called.
I like that. Ghana, we do sickness care.
Sickness.
I heard some
So
doctors say
not until you are sick, you don't even go to the. I hear people say
it's all about treatment. It's all about treatment. It's all about treatment.
It's all about treatment. So I hear people say, "Oh, me, I don't go to the hospital. The day you be sick, you now be who."
So it means that the system is built around providing care for people who are ill. As against
preventing, promotion, and those aspects. So this is what the free primary healthcare does. Now the free primary healthcare has a limit. Okay, we are taking on board the CHIPS compound. That's the basic unit of our health system. We are taking on board the health centers.
Correct.
The second layer. We are taking on board what we call the polyclinics. It ends there.
Those are the three at the bottom.
For now.
Okay.
We may roll on with time. But this is a new policy. We need to take our time and study and roll out and look at the difficulties, the deficiencies, and then recorrect. And then so these are plus prevention and promotion. Now it has three legs: curative, prevention, and promotive.
Okay.
Or promotion. Now the curative, as part of the package of the free primary healthcare, we are looking at what is a sickness, which everybody knows. So we are looking at one, malaria, respiratory diseases, diarrhea, those basic procedures. Okay. So if you are not able to get what you want at the CHIPS compound, you go to the health center or you go to the next level.
So up to polyclinic,
up to
you
polyclinic.
Get free healthcare for
free healthcare.
These conditions.
One of the reasons is to also divert the traffic at the referral centers. Somebody has malaria and he'll go to Kolebu. That's not where you are supposed to go. You understand? Somebody has respiratory disease, you go to a district hospital. That's also, so you realize that by 12 noon, there are still OPD cases.
For basic things that
polyclinic. But of course, before I proceed from that, you also need to equip the health facilities to be able to deliver what you are asking them to deliver.
Very good.
You don't just announce policies for announcing them sake. And Bernard, it will interest you to know that we have one of the worst equipment status in the whole world. So let me tell you this. A survey was conducted in 2022, and it was about 60% of the health facilities, and we realized that only 5% of our health facilities we have the full complement of equipment they need to do their work. 5%.
Wow.
When it comes to the public facilities, it's 2%. Equipment.
Wow.
And yesterday, cabinet approved my SPV. We'll talk about SPV. I mentioned it to you before. We'll talk about that. So what we needed to do immediately was to retool the health facilities, the primary healthcare facilities,
to allow them to
be able to deliver.
Do this thing, yeah.
Because if the BP apparatus is one at the CHIP compound, which one can you take out there to the houses or the schools to go and do these vitals? So we needed to retool.
Okay.
The glucometers, the PP apparatus, the monitors, and what have you. So as I speak to you now, we've bought not less than, and I took some of your guys there, they saw it for themselves. I mean, a very big warehouse full of equipment. We bought not less than 500 million worth of equipment, about 24,000 pieces of equipment. And that is
to be distributed to which level
so
of
we are distributed to the primary healthcare levels.
CHIPS compounds, health centers, polyclinics across the country.
And to a small extent, the district hospitals.
Good.
Because sometimes the referrals from the pre-primary healthcare will be directed to the district hospitals. So we are looking at retooling. So I've told you the package of the curative. Now, this is the game changer.
Stay with that. This 500 million worth of equipment, is this the first? Would there be another one?
Yes.
Because you didn't give me the details of the audit of the facility status. So I'm sure maybe there'll be a lot more things they need. So this 500 million, what percentage will it bring?
So in the case
don't forget, you said 98% of public health facilities don't have the full complement.
Yes.
So when you supply these things, how will it improve the figure?
Okay. So now, we are looking as part of the free primary healthcare. We are seeking to improve it more than 40% at the primary healthcare level.
Okay.
That's our target for now.
Okay.
That's the primary healthcare.
Good.
Now we've divided it into two. We have the primary healthcare. Okay, so let me start with the tiers of the healthcare in this country. We have the CHIPS, we have the health centers, we have the polyclinics, we have the district hospitals, we have the regional hospitals, and we have the teaching hospitals. Are you there?
I get it.
Now, I have a different strategy for the regional and the teaching hospitals. That's the SPV I was talking about, and we'll come to that point. Okay. But the primary healthcare, this is the strategy. We are using the free primary healthcare to equip the primary healthcare facilities, and at some point in time, we'll draw in the district hospital. So you realize that the district hospital has become the intersection.
Yeah, I wanted you to elaborate on what type of equipment you are getting, because as you said, there are different types of equipment. So the 500 million cedis worth of equipment, what types of things?
So you are getting incubators, you are getting BP apparatus, you are getting glucometers, you are getting monitors, you are a lot
of things. So a wide variety, which will be distributed across the country.
You know, so
will this distribution be done before people can go for the treatment?
Yes. So now, after launching the policy, maximum, we have given ourselves, 2 months. Okay.
Also, what the president was to just launch the policy.
And then all the equipment, we are ready. So when you launch the policy, as part of the implementation,
correct.
You see, so once the policy is launched, you must be ready to roll out.
So the implementation includes the distribution of these
exactly,
and then which means
that I don't want you to get me wrong, as though only the policy and we have gone to sleep.
So
it's part of the implementation.
Wonderful. And the implementation then will also include the day you announce people can start actually going.
Exactly. So the implementation includes when you are doing your sensitization. The implementation includes when you are distributing your equipment. The implementation includes all these. So that is the time we find ourselves in. So if you are not very careful, you are communicating.
Today is 22nd April. You launched the thing on 16th April.
Yes.
When do you think people can start going to the facilities based on your plan?
So based on our plan, we are in April, May, June, around June. In fact, some will even be earlier than that, because we'll start somewhere and we'll finish before we get to.
So it will not be everywhere on the same day.
On the same day.
I see.
So as I speak to you now, we started the distribution.
All right.
But I'm communicating, so I have to be very careful.
Good. So you are saying
from here, people will not walk to the facilities and say that, look,
let's go.
We are coming to.
So you are saying the free primary health care, it also includes health prevention and promotion.
That's where I'm going.
Yes,
I'm talking about the curative.
Yes. So when you say health prevention, what are some of the items under that for this free primary health care?
Oh, so for example, the BP apparatus is one, screening.
So you come to people's house and screen them.
Yes. So now, let me talk about that. The prevention. At the moment, between 40 to 45% of our mortalities are attributable to non-communicable diseases. And the survey has it that only 35% knows their status.
So it means if you don't know, you're more likely to die.
By the time you know, you have a stroke.
Yeah.
Or you've gotten to its complicated stage.
Correct.
There are two aspects to it. If you know it early, it can be prevented.
Correct.
Okay. Or when you take your screening seriously, you can prevent it. If you also detect it early, you can also cure it.
Chances are higher to survive.
Very good.
Okay.
So we think that as part of the free primary health care, we should move to screen people. You understand? So you be in the house, school, mosque, and then you see health, workers, health professionals, volunteers. So we have two aspects. We have the volunteers and we have the mainstream people. So they will come, they will enter, they will ask you questions, and then they test your BP. If it is high, they will advise you, they will refer you what to do, what not to do. You have to exercise, you have to drink more water.
So they can go to like a market.
Yes, they can
decide that today we are doing health screening for market women.
The big markets and the lorry stations, we have a different approach for them. We are actually putting what we call container-based kiosk.
Interesting.
And I wish that you could show a video of that container-based kiosk when the president was commissioning it. It's very fantastic. We have fully air-conditioned. We have a solar system.
For screening and taking this...
So not the screening alone. It's more or less like it will serve as a chip compound at the lorry station.
Okay.
So when you are traveling, or the market women, when they are in the market and they don't have time, once market is slow, you can just go there, go and do your screening, or if you have some stomach upset. And so we are deploying not less than 350 of that
across the country.
We are calling delivery
container-based
kiosk. Okay. It's a head post.
So what will it have in it?
So in it we have even a telemedicine.
Okay.
We have a telemedicine in it. We have all the basic equipment like the weighing scale, the monitors. We have the delivery bed. We have the detention room. We have a borehole. It's a complete pack.
And what level of health professional will be manning one container-based kiosk?
So it's more or less like just like the CHIP compound, the nurses.
So a primary healthcare
nurse
who can take a person's vitals,
and then if I mean there's a complication, you just telemedicine. So he'll connect another medical doctor.
Oh, yes, I get so a doctor may not have to be there, but the nurse can take.
The nurse can man those places.
So this 350.
So as for
across the country, lorry stations,
and market. I mean, we call it what's the word? Moving population or something. There's a word for it.
Those who are in motion and transit.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. So let's stay with that. So for prevention,
prevention is basically.
I'm still on prevention. So you're saying because a lot of people don't test.
Yeah.
They can't detect early.
Yeah.
So your idea is to test for lifestyle diseases.
Yes.
Lifestyle diseases.
So your sugar level, glucometer will be there. Cancers, and there are some they don't even need what they call any apparatus. The health professional can even use his or her hand, especially when you're doing the breast.
They can do that. And these kiosks will also be released by when? What timeline are you looking at?
Oh, we've even started. So it is all. They are all within the 2 months I'm talking about. We've started. Even the Medina one is ready. They finished.
Is that which station will they put it? Medina
market around the school. Between the market and the school, there's a school there.
Okay.
School.
You wanted to ask a question on that?
Just linked to that because I was going to ask him what the modalities are for selecting the placement sites, considering the imbalance we have when it comes to access to healthcare. So the 350, if you say there's one in Medina, I'm saying getting access to that kind of healthcare in Medina is pretty easy for most people. So what are the considerations for the allocation?
Okay, so our main target for the free primary healthcare, for example, we haven't gotten there, but I'll tell you, we are not going to roll out the whole country at the same time.
Okay.
Out of the 261, we are starting with 150 districts, and our main target is the rural areas, where there's very difficult to get access to healthcare and all that. So the rural areas is our target. So it's not like we are rolling out a whole region and we ignore other regions. So in every region,
it's district based.
Yes. So in every region. So for example, if you come to Greater Accra, we may be looking at the Shai Oshudoku. We may be looking at the Nima, those areas.
Okay.
So that's our target.
So somebody has done some work around.
Yes. So we have
access, availability.
So we have a definition at the Ghana Health Service. Of underserved communities. So that is what is guiding us at the moment. So there's a definition.
Beautiful.
And they have certain parameters to arrive at that definition. So underserved communities.
I'm interested in the preventive thing.
Yes.
So let's continue. So you do the test for a person, and the person detects that they have maybe their blood sugar is a bit high. What's the next stage?
Okay. So if your blood sugar is a bit high, and so let me link the free primary healthcare to the national health insurance at this point. Then I'll come and link it to Mahama Cares.
Correct.
So all the policies we are rolling out, they complement each other. It's a comprehensive healthcare system we are building. You understand? So pre-primary healthcare, national health insurance, Mahama Cares. You understand? So at this point, when you end at the polyclinic, okay, you need a national health insurance to take you to the district hospital, to the regional hospital, to the teaching hospital. So you don't go to, let's say, Kolebu, and say that even if you have a malaria, which is captured as part of the free primary health care package, you must know where to go. It's important. So you don't walk to Kolebu and say there's free primary health care, and so I have come. Do you understand? And so that is why we are saying that it is important. And so we are taking this advantage to encourage more people to get onto the national health insurance. So it's not a replacement.
So that if they have conditions that require them to go to district,
exactly,
and
regional and district hospital, you go with your. Okay. So you see the system we are building.
Yeah.
So if you have a condition that you need to proceed, then your national health insurance will then take you there. Now again, if you have other conditions that are not captured in the national health insurance, and it's NCD, non-communicable disease, then Mahama Cares also comes in.
So Mahama Cares is for non-communicable
disease, and we've communicated
because NHIS doesn't cover those.
Some of them, and even those that it captures, we are now taking them out and giving it to Mahama Cares. So Mahama Cares, leaders should be able to solve problems You understand? Now, what is the main problem in the health sector? What is it that is affecting everybody on the globe? NCD.
Yeah.
We've spoken about the infectious diseases for a very long time. Less is being said about the NCDs. But that is what is killing us at the moment. In fact, the 45% I'm talking about, if you move the age upwards, the mortalities we are including the children. That is even the more reason why it's 45. But if you move the age upwards, like for example, 35 and above, you hit around 60%.
6% of people at that age die from NCD.
Yes. If you move the age upwards. It is 45 because I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you.
It is 45 because
you made the whole population.
Whole population, including children. And children do not normally die out of NCDs.
Okay.
So that is why.
So let me try and summarize what I've heard so we can make progress. So you're saying there are 3 levels. Free primary health care is for CHIPS compound, health center, and polyclinic.
Yeah.
Number 2, it also has a preventive component where there's screening, particularly for NCDs or lifestyle diseases.
Yes.
So that screening gives you to increases your chances of survival if you have those NCDs. Number 2, if you have a condition after you are screened or after you go for free primary health care, which requires you to go to a district hospital or regional hospital or teaching hospital, you need your NHIS.
Fantastic.
If you have a condition that takes you there but it's not covered by NHIS, then you go for Mahama Cares.
And that must be NCD.
So Mahama Cares is for non-communicable diseases. Very good. Last point to clarify.
Okay.
You were mentioning some of the conditions that the free primary health care covers. You just mentioned malaria. Is that the only one?
No. So malaria, diarrhea, respiratory diseases. We have a couple.
So the general infectious diseases that people bring.
Yes, the normal one. So there's a package for the curative. Okay, so you don't go to a CHIP compound. You see, all these layers of healthcare, delivery points, they have their maximum. They have their limit. There are some diseases they cannot. You can't go and put mammogram at a CHIP compound. You can't go and do what do you call it, mammography at the CHIP compound or at health center. You understand? You can't go and do I'm trying to remember some of the complex things you cannot do at that level. But once it falls, MRI and those ones, once it falls under any disease that falls under CHIPS compound, under polyclinic, under health center,
okay,
the free primary health care.
Quick question before I bring Kakra. So you've given us 3 distinct programs. Just explain the different financing sources so we are clear they are different.
Okay. So let me start from this point. National health insurance has been with us for a long time, from the piloting stage to the mutual health insurance to the national health insurance as we have it at the moment. Now it got to a point that the formal administration decided to cap the national health insurance. And listen to me carefully. So I'll cite an example. For example, in 2024, we were raking in around 9 to 10 billion Ghana cedis, but 6 billion Ghana cedis was allocated to the national health insurance. So the rest of the money was put into the consolidated fund for other purposes. I hope this point is clear. Now,
I think GetFund also suffered that.
Exactly.
The capping affected statutory funds.
Exactly. So now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama comes and he says, no way. Any money that is taken in the name of national health insurance per the levy must be expended in the health sector. So we are putting all this money back. So in 2025, for example, we hit around 10 billion. 2026, we are hitting around 11 billion. He says, no way. We are investing all these billions of Ghana cedis in the health sector.
So there's been uncapped.
It's been uncapped.
That capping has been removed.
Yes. But then use this for Mahama Cares, use this for free primary health care, whilst we are looking at other sources.
I get it. So you're saying that the surplus, I use surplus in a sense that what has been now freed up,
yes,
that 30% or whatever that has been freed up will be split between Mahama Cares for NCDs and free primary health care.
When we made a law, as part of the revenues, Mahama Cares will take about 20% of what goes into national health insurance, and then there are other sources like raising of the funds and corporate Ghana coming in to pay while you can have a tax rebate. So as part of their law, as part of the Mahama Cares Act, if you are a company and then you donate to Mahama Cares, you are likely to have tax rebate.
Last question on that: does Mahama Care include this one, the one that the people dialysis?
So dialysis, I'm yet to clear, and I'm saying I'm yet to clear because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was clear that those conditions that are under the national health insurance should not be touched. You should leave them there. those that are not covered by national health insurance, Mahama Cares should take over. But at the moment, Mahama Cares and national health insurance have sat down and they've done that reconciliation. But before the Mahama Cares, the dialysis was under. Are you getting the explanation? And so now, based on their reconciliation, we need to know where they are at the moment. But as far as I am concerned, as a sector minister, now whatever dialysis everybody is doing is being paid by national health insurance.
Okay. You notice?
Do you get it
yes,
now?
I get it.
Okay.
You notice I've asked a question about financial resources. There's a question about human resources as well, where in the past nurses have asked to be what's the word they use? They say we have finished school. They should post us. We've not been posted.
Yeah.
And then we also know that when doctors, we don't have enough doctors. All right. So this program of pre-primary health care, have you estimated how many new health practitioners you need, and how many do you think you will get to support it? I'm talking of human resource now, because without the human being, it's going to be difficult to administer the health care.
Okay, so let me now touch on the health workforce in general, then I'll come and answer your question as I started doing. We have a challenge where we are producing a lot of health professionals. I will distinguish between the health professionals. I'll put the medical doctors somewhere. I'll come and touch on the medical doctors. But here I'm talking about the allied health professionals, the nurses, the midwives, and whatever. So when we took over, initially it was around 74,000. At the end of 2025, we're around 100,000 health professionals who have been trained and they are at home. Yes, around 100,000. I had an interview with you and I gave you all the
health professionals trained. Yes, okay, on TV. 100,000.
Yes, at home.
Okay.
So now, and although if you try to absorb we cannot absorb all the 100,000 people in our health system for them to get spaces. But of course, there are spaces there that have also not been filled. Do you get explanation now? What is the problem? The problem, and I have had a lot of feedback. People say I should not say that. I'll continue to say it. The problem has to do with physical space. Okay, every budget you will only employ what you can pay.
So fiscal, FISCAL,
yes,
fiscal space.
Fiscal
Okay,
space.
money.
Different from the PHY.
Yes, money.
Has to do with money.
Okay.
You understand? And so you can only employ what you can pay per budget.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. We inherited a situation where about 13,500 nurses and midwives had been employed. No financial provision.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. We came to meet it. So at that point, we were torn between, if you remember, and I'll repeat, that famous directive from the chief of staff that anybody who was recruited after 7 December must go home. Do you remember that that directive? So I was torn between letting these 13,500 people go home or allowing them to continue to work whilst we look at how we can pay them. And I took the latter. So we're gradually migrating them onto the payroll.
Which is why they were arrears.
Yes. Okay. So that is where there were a lot of demonstrations here and there. I kind of pay us now. I kind of pay you. Remember, at the point in time, they said I was what? I forgot. I want to remember.
You don't need to remember.
What came? What came? There's something came that I can beat. I forgot.
Because so those demonstrations were because they had been working, but
they had not. Okay. You understand? So, by the grace of God, we managed to get all of these on the payroll, and now we've even started their their arrears. So by the end of April, we are paying 2 months. By the end of June, we are paying 3 months. By the end of July, we are clearing everything. Now back to the workforce. So we have an approach where we want to let these people, about 100,000 people, get employment. 2 ways. One, we call the Ghana Labor Exchange Program.
Okay.
So trying to facilitate the movement of these health workers outside the country. Now, as people ask, are there a lot of people in the house? So why are these people who are already working are the ones getting the opportunity to leave? Now, when the people come, the countries, when they bring their request, they are interested in the specialties. Okay, they'll take critical nursing, oncology nursing. So these are the ones So we realize that we don't have enough in the system. So quickly, the ministry has rolled out courses in the nursing training institutions to train more. So we are piloting at 2 in the Kolebu, Tamale, and then Confanoche. So we are doing those courses. So once those people leave, they create that physical space, not a physical space, so that we can employ more.
So let me understand this. The Barbadians or whoever comes for our nurses,
yes,
then that creates employment opportunity for the 100,000 who are waiting.
Home.
But those 100,000 waiting must be specialists too, so they cannot just go with their basic nursing.
So those already in the system must be the specialists or specialties, so that they can fit the global demand. So we should be able to train more.
That's my point. So if you take a specialist nurse from Kolebu, you can't replace them with a basic nurse who are just been trained. So that basic nurse, whilst he's waiting, must also get the training.
He must get the training, and those even that are in the system can also upgrade themselves.
So that the space, so it means it's like a revolving door.
Exactly. Sort of. So that's what we are doing. That's one.
Okay.
The other aspect is also government deliberately employing some of them. Okay. Every year. So apart from the 13,000 we employed, the Ato said, Masa, you have put about 13,500 on the payroll. And the crime in you are also telling me to let you employ more.
And this is Atu forcing.
Yes.
Just to be clear. Because there are a number of Atus in the system.
So back and forth. It's been agreed that this year we are recruiting over 16,000 health professionals. In this case, we are not looking at nurses and midwives alone.
Okay.
The pharmacists, the farm technicians, the allied health professionals, the physician assistants, the nurses.
16,000 of them.
16,000 of them that we are employing. So gradually we are absorbing some of them in our system.
Interesting.
But this recruitment will also be guided by our needs in the free primary health care.
Correct.
So for example, if we need more community nurses and we are recruiting about 4,000 nurses, and it's the community nurses we need, then we employ, let's say, about 2,000 community nurses or even more.
Good. Just a quick question. This 100K health professionals, I think a large majority are nurses, correct?
Yes, a large majority, about 40 to 50,000.
Do you have an idea of the exodus of nurses per year, general average?
Yes. So the last I checked in 2025, if I remember clearly, it's about 1,000 thereabout.
About 1,000.
About 1,000.
I'm trying to see how
I'll get a figure.
I'm trying to see how the vacancies. So it means that there will still be a lot of people sitting home. Yeah. Because if you have 100,000, if you have 1,000 go every year in the next 3 years, let's say even 4,000 leave.
Yes, they are still.
So those 4,000 will come in through the door, but it's a big issue.
Yeah.
So fiscal. So let me get this point. If money was not a problem, do you have enough
spaces?
Physical, PHY?
No.
For all the 100,000,
no. We can recruit up a reasonable number of the 100,000, but of course, we don't need 100,000.
Okay.
Health professionals.
Which brings me to Agenda 111 because I'm trying to. You have 100,000 health professionals at home. 13K you took in, another 16K you are taking in. So at least about 60K will still be looking for work to do.
Yeah.
Right? At least 60,000. My question to you is, you need new hospitals.
Yeah.
To absorb these health workers we are training.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's
right?
correct.
There appears to be a trade-off between continuing what the Akufo-Addo government started with Agenda 111 and coming up with your new emphasis. Now, what you've described in free primary health care is not necessarily an infrastructure issue, but you are setting up some clinics or health kiosks and that type of thing. So I read, for example, the news center, the headline that week was that the Ministry of Health has decided to abandon Agenda 111 and focus on 350 kiosks. Yeah. And because in their head you cannot do both. Do you understand? So I want you to deal with that. Okay. Is the 350 kiosks your answer or your new infrastructure program in comparison to what the previous administration started?
Bernard, before I come to answer this question, I separated the health workforce. I said, let me put the medical doctors somewhere. So let me touch on
deal with that. Then you come to
to the questions. So the medical doctors too. What we realized was that about 50% of our medical doctors we have in this country was in Greater Accra region. If you add Ashanti region and Greater Accra, we are hitting 60 to 70%. So what I decided to do, and that has been back and forth in the media, that look, we have to post the medical doctor to the districts. So I took a very firm decision that, look, let's go to the. Of course, they have legitimate concerns. I will not deny that. they have legitimate concerns. But Bernard, I keep using these examples everywhere I go, and I'll keep using them. There are people who disagree with me. Bernard, I come from Jabuso. So here in Tobia. The cocoa used to be the backbone of our economy. Okay? So they use the process of this cocoa to take care of all of us, including you, Bernard, in our schools. Then you and I will finish school. Then we say, because that place is a village, we won't go there to work. It's not fair to the people in Antobia. In as much as you have legitimate concerns. So I said, no way. We'll address those issues, but people must accept postings to those districts. So as part of the, attempt to resolve those issues, I took a tour in the country to places like Uti, West. So I met chiefs, regional minister, district chief executives, MPs. Look, if you don't give me a befitting accommodation for my medical doctors, I'm not posting any medical doctor. And some of the regions, like Savannah, they are even ready to put a pickup at the disposal of the medical doctors.
Wow.
Yes. So I got some of the regional ministers, some of the MPs paid their accommodations themselves. Whilst government has not taken a central decision. Yes, they were willing, and they were all. I met the opinion. Accommodation,
transportation.
Sometimes some of them even said that, look, we will give. Allowance, what do you call it? Fuel allowance.
Serious?
Yes.
Before Atu.
You see, I didn't want to make it a general government policy because it will require a lot of resources. Before the nurses will also come, before the pharmacists will also come, before the teachers will also come. If it becomes a central government policy, everybody will then follow up. But when we are able to decentralize it to that level, and then the DCs are on board. I got to a region that a private person said, look, he's ready to put one of his accommodation residents at the disposal of the health directorate.
For free?
For free. For free. So these are some of the things, and I'm saying that they have legitimate concerns.
So when you did that?
When I did that, now this is the results. We have 8 regions we've categorized as underserved regions. Now in 2024, only 12 medical doctors accepted postings into the 8 regions. 12 per our records.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12.
Yes.
To 8 regions.
To 8 regions. So even
not
if
12 per region.
No.
12 for the entire
region. And not 12 per region. For a region. Serious? It's 12 for the entire region. So even if one has 5 districts, multiplied by 8 is about 40 districts. And they obviously have more than 5 districts. 12. Okay. Now when we took this decision, there was a lot of backlash. We will leave the country, we will do this and all that. As I speak to you now, we have about 100 people who have gone to these same 8 districts. 100. 100. We are not even done. Now, after this free primary healthcare and what is in the system now, we are going to issue a statement. Those who have not accepted the postings, we are going to deprive them of that opportunity and open up. And even if you completed yesterday and you are a fully qualified medical doctor and you are willing to go, we'll give you the opportunity to go.
Wow.
This is what we are going to do. This is what you see, you have to identify your problems and then.
So now that these 100 have accepted, because I remember you said OT had only 3 or 4 doctors.
Yes.
So would you say that OT, how many have?
So now I have to check specifically with OT.
By the way, the 8 disparate districts, if I can go through them.
So the 8 Savannah, Upper East, North East, there's Western North, OT. Yeah, they are the 8 regions.
So the number is now at least 100.
100.
For these,
so my target
for these 8.
So at the moment we have districts until this attempt. There were districts in this country without a single medical doctor.
Jesus.
So my target is that give me 2 years. Every district in this country, because I cannot fix all the roads. I'm not minister responsible for roads. I'm sorry. I cannot fix all the water problems. I cannot fix all the, the light problems. But it does not also mean that I should not work. You understand?
So from your target, in 2 years, every district will have at least 1 doctor.
In 2 years, every district must have at least 2 medical doctors.
At least 2?
2, at least 2.
Are there districts in Ghana now without doctors?
Yes, there are districts without doctors. They are others, So now people have reported, and sometimes, and I have come under intense pressure. This is our country and issues of protocol and what have you, and people come and know who they won't yasem, yes, supposed to we cry, chinchinia, trying. you don't you will not want to be in my position.
By the way, does every district have a district hospital?
Not all districts have a district hospital, but they have, some districts have polyclinics, and the polyclinics also require medical.
Which is why I did Agenda 111 question, because I think the plan.
So let me get there. So let me link Agenda 111.
Oh, before he goes to Agenda 1, I just have a follow-up question.
No problem.
On the sending doctors out to the regions. You share some kind of success story with the interim measures to get vehicles, water available, etc. But if this is a target you have in 2 years, and it's also something you expect to be sustainable, then beyond individuals in the community, ministers, regional ministers coming in to provide some of these amenities that the doctors will require to stay in these deprived areas, how will you, or what's the structure to sustain it, so that in the absence of a minister or a regional minister who is providing vehicles, let's say his tenure ends, the system will continue and we will still get doctors accepting postings there?
Okay, right. There are a number of policies we are rolling out. One, we are looking at how we can motivate health professionals who accept postings to rural areas. That's one. I'm not talking about it because we've not concluded. I don't want to put anything out there. Number two, there's a policy that you don't construct any health facility in any part of this country without accommodation. So it's a clear policy now. And number three, what in my own small way I'm doing is that I'm trying to let the district institutionalize some of these decisions we are taking, so that any district chief executive, that council continue. So these are some of the things we are doing behind.
So deal with Agenda 111 for me.
Now, when I explained the free primary health care, I told you the layers of the free primary health care. Agenda 111, the lowest facility is district hospital. So it is not as though we are building district hospital as part of Agenda 111 and as part of the free primary health care, and we have abandoned the Agenda 111 project. So the Agenda 111 starts from district hospitals upwards. Okay, but we are dealing with primary healthcare facilities, as I've already indicated, that it ends at polyclinic. And even the kiosks we are introducing, at best, it serves as a cheap compound.
Okay.
You understand? And there are only 350 of them. Now, it does not mean that we will not continue Agenda 111. This is where the answer comes in. I have told you the difference between the Agenda 111 and then the free primary health care.
Fair enough.
I've established that difference. Now I am moving on to tell you that it's not as though because it's not part, we have ignored it and we will not complete them. We have a deliberate plan for Agenda 111. Its completion. When we came, we allowed the complete auditing and to understand what we were inheriting. There are people who are taking mobilization they had even never reported to site and all that. Now, if we say that we'll be able to complete all the Agenda 1 project, which is more than 100 projects within 1 year or even within 4 years, it's a lie. Let's be realistic. And I started saying this when I was in opposition, and you heard me loud and clear that there was no way we were going to be able to complete these 111 hospitals within the time frame His Excellency the President gave us. If you remember, the last time he gave us was that he was going to hand over 111, all the 111 before he leaves office, you remember. Yeah, exactly. But not a single one of them was in operation as at the time he was exiting. Okay, so what we are doing, and about 4.8 billion Ghana cedis has been spent on it. If they had strategized and they meant completing them, that 4.8 billion alone could have completed not less than 20. If you had faith, you want to build 100, at least you can start with 20.
But we are told about a number of them were at 70% complete.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. That's civil works. If you say 70% complete, it's civil works.
Oh, okay.
If you add the equipment, and please take note that if you say a health facility,
so civil works means the building.
The building. It's not only the building. Okay. If you say health facility, it's a building, the equipment, the personnel. But in terms of construction, it's the building,
okay,
and then even sometimes in some cases the consumables.
So you've been in office for 15 months. Have any of them been fully finished?
No.
Why not?
Okay, so now in the 2020 there was no budget. That was our first budget. In 2025 budget.
Why not?
Because that was our first budget and we needed to understand what was happening.
So 2025, no money was
allocated.
Okay, what about
in 2026? We have been asked to complete 10. 10.
10 of them.
10 of them, and that's what we are working on now.
Do you know which ones they are? Which districts?
Well, I can tell you about 3 or 4 of them offhand.
But there are 10 district hospitals that will be finished this year.
That's not finished this year, but that we are continuing this year.
That you've put money into.
That you are putting money into. Sometimes I do not want to mention the facilities because once you mention the 10 and somebody's own is not in the 10.
Problem. No problem. So I'm here with you. So what I'm trying to understand is these 10.
So it's not only the
70%.
Let me give you the general.
No, I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
Don't worry, help me. These 10 were at least 70% done. Okay, so money has been allocated for it, but that doesn't mean that it will be fully operational by close of this year.
Yeah.
Because next year more money will be allocated.
Exactly.
All right, so keep going. Explain the rest.
Okay, good. So now we have a plan that look, government should be looking at, let's say, about 35 of them that are above, let's say, 70% complete. So government must look for money and finish. That's the first one. Then we identify another about 30 to 35. Then we say, look, we have other facilities like the CHAG, Christian Health Association of Ghana. We have that relationship with them. We give them their compensation. Government pays their medical doctors, their nurses, and what have you. So can you come and pick some of them, finish, equip, and run? Non-profit organizations. What we are interested in is.
But it will still be called a district hospital?
Yes, district hospital. It will still be called a district hospital. So we will sign an agreement with them and they will finish.
Okay.
We will also get to a point where, okay, the pure private sector, given what government has expended in, let's say, the project is around 10% complete, but you, Bernard, you are interested. In order not to leave those structures to rot away, in order for us to get the full benefit on time, Bernard, we can have an agreement, bid, operate, and transfer with the state. So you continue.
But the way they will run it, it will not be publicly run anymore because they will make it exclusive.
Yes, I agree, but it is better than allowing it to rot away. If you are saying that, let me come. If you are saying that government is going to look for 20 billion Ghana cedis to finish Agenda 111, it will take us more than 10 years to be able to do that. By the end of that 10 years, none of these facilities you are talking about can,
So for this government, you will finish the 35.
That is 35. It's not as if we are finished only the 35.
No, I'm saying you finish 35 with your own budget.
Yes, that's what we are looking at.
Then another group, you partner people to finish.
Exactly.
And the third, the private sector will come in.
Yes, so you can even say that we will finish the first 35. That's what we are concentrating on now. Then the rest, we are inviting the private sector to also because more or less the CHAG are somehow. So that's the strategy. Because if you don't strategize,
have any of the CHAG,
a lot of them have
shown interest in the whole.
A lot of them. But there's a decision to be taken by cabinet. That's why I'm dragging my feet. We need to take some decisions we have not taken.
But for the 35, by the time the NDC's tenure is over, you can be sure that it will be finished and equipped and operational.
I'm very, very sure.
Because we've had a whole history of abandoned projects that we've campaigned on.
That's correct.
The other question I have for you is that this 111.
But you see,
just a second, had all been started. I seen, when you did the audit, can we say that all 111 district hospitals had been started?
No. There are about 10 to 15 that have not been started at all. There are about 20 of them that are below 15% completion.
But you see, once you've acquired the land, cleared it, it's still an abandoned project, right? So what I'm trying to say is that if you don't finish the Agenda 111, one of the things you would leave behind will also be abandoned projects.
You see,
no matter which level of completion you inherited.
This Agenda 111 is a trap the formal administration set. It's a trap. Because
how can that be a trap?
You see, Bernard, and so let's be very careful here. The difference between the abandoned facilities that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama left for the MPP government to come and continue and this one is that, for example, NMS, there was a secured, sustainable funding for the project. So when you inherit and you abandon it, it's deliberate because there's secure funding for the project. But in this case, there's no sustainable funding. So all this I'm talking about must come from GOG. That is what we must note. And you see, if they intended to complete or do something, reasonable or positive, we have expended 4.8 billion. Couldn't we have phased it out? We could have done about 10 or 15 or 20 for the first phase. And when we are done, we can roll the next one. That is why I'm telling you that
so
we are not going
they wanted to do all
at the same time. How is this possible? If you have gone for a loan, or you are sure of the sources of funding, that's fine.
All right.
But you don't have a reasonable and a secured, reliable sources of funding.
I'm going to read some questions.
And so you create this problem.
Yeah.
And then you leave it on the.
I solicited questions, so I need to read some.
Can I just give one question before? Just one question. Just one. It's brief. Minister, I want to take you back to the preventative aspects you talked about when you were explaining the free primary healthcare. I'm curious whether this integrates the alternative or traditional medicine and also nutrition-based care.
Okay, so the nutrition one is part, but the alternate tradition, the nutrition one is part of it, but the traditional one, we will have to look at it again. We have some of them at the district levels. There are some district hospitals or facilities that we have those aspects, but for the free primary health care, we've not looked at that one, to be honest with you. Maybe with time, as I told you, it's not static. So as we are moving on, progressing, and then we think as and when necessary, and we have to put on something like that, why not?
Right. Bernard, good morning. And to the minister, good morning as well. Dambai, the regional capital of the Oti region, does not have a hospital. The best we have is a health center, and the nearest hospital is in Rara, which is about 2 hours away. My question is the ministry aware of this, and what are they doing about it? David sent that from Dambai.
You can take the answer quickly so that we can read more.
Yeah.
I should answer
quickly. Dambai.
Okay. The whole of the OT region, we are giving them regional hospital this year. We have gone there, inspected the site, and I'm waiting for them for the document. If they bring me the document on the land in the next 1 month, I'll give them a contractor to go and start. And this decision is backed by precedents where you build and finish, and litigations on the land and whatever. You are paying a lot of compensations, and I don't want to get into that again. So please bring the documentation.
So this is for a regional hospital.
For a regional hospital.
It will be in the capital.
It will be in the capital.
Dambai.
Bernard, there is one here. Please ask the minister what his plans are to improve access to water, sanitation, and hygiene in healthcare facilities. Some nurses and midwives are improvising, and patients, especially mothers, have to stay with blood-stained clothes after delivery because of a lack of water in a health
So we are taking a deliberate decision to drill boreholes in CHIPS compound at a very deprived end. This year, a number of them will be constructed.
Bernard, good morning. Please ask the minister when recruitment of health service administrators will commence. Listening from Kumasi, this is Kweku.
Health service
administrators. So as part of this recruitment, we've given a small quota for the non-clinicals.
Good morning. I want to draw the minister's attention to the Hohoi Government Hospital. Based on a week-long stay here, the rate of infant and adult mortality is alarming. It feels less like a place of healing and more like a place where people go to die because of the quality of medical attention. It is very poor. Is the ministry aware of the current mortality rates at Hohoi, and what has been done to hold the medical staff accountable for perceived negligence? Send that.
I actually want you to expand this. Somebody says maternal health is a big issue. A nurse says you need to talk about maternal health in an era of free primary health care. It's getting scary and no longer funny. Maybe we've become too comfortable, but from a health care professional's perspective, it's getting worse. Are we assessing the quality of health care delivered, and so many health facilities are springing up? Is it okay? It is okay to say we have a lot more health facilities. Just last week, I was at a friend's funeral. What was the cause? Maternal death. Just today, a lady I buy ribbons from, and I saw yesterday afternoon had passed this dawn from maternal death. This year alone, the number I've seen on Facebook scares me. Since when did bringing another human being into this world demand death? It's completely an error. So there's a concern that maternal death is becoming a challenge. Have you been tracking it?
So you see, some of the things we can do to improve on these conditions are the facilities must be able to get the required equipment to work with, and then we also need to engage our health professionals. You know, some women do not even want to go to the CHIPS compounds or health facilities because of some attitude of some of our health professionals. Because it thinks that when you go, it will be better and as a visa. So she will keep at home for a very long time. By the time she gets to the facility, her situation is worse. So we are engaging them. It's gradual. If you come to meet a situation I have come to meet, that has been worse for a very long time, and you want to change it, it's gradual. Sometimes you get a lot of pushback.
We have two final questions. What is the status of the no bed syndrome report that Professor Kosa chairs? Have they finished their work? When did you put the report out?
The last time I checked, I've been informed that they have finished their work. They are here to come and brief me, and I will let them brief the whole country.
They will brief the whole country themselves?
Yeah,
okay.
themselves.
So it's not like you, they will do it themselves?
No. So they will come, just like I have done previously. I'll be there. So when they are, briefing
when
me,
they are briefing you, they'll brief all of us.
All of us.
Okay, that's fine.
And so then the final one for me, just a quick one. Honorable, the healthcare centers and the kiosks, are they 24 hours?
Would they run in the night?
Yes. They should. Every health facility, especially when you go to the, I think, teaching hospitals, I've instructed them that some of the departments must work 24 hours. And then some of the health facilities that do not even run 24 hours, some conditions, they should.
No, I'm even talking about just specific reference to these 350 that you are deploying. Are they going to operate 24 hours?
We have not thought about that. We may have to reflect on it and see. And if they have to, then it means that we also have to increase the personnel at each post.
Okay.
So that has not been.
Okay. There's a question from our Northern Regional correspondent, and I just need to read it because he's done a series of reports on this. Please ask the minister about his plans for the Sambuli Health Facility with only 13 beds serving over 40 communities. It's in the Saboba district of the Northern Region. He's done about 4 reports on this.
It's which region?
Saboba is Northern Region.
Northern Region.
Saboba is Northern Region. Sambuli is a community there are about 40 communities, and the Sambuli Health Facility serves the 40 communities, and there's only 13 beds.
And that's a health facility.
Yes.
So all the health facilities have been captured under the free primary health care, and we are retooling them.
All right.
But there was a question from Hoho, and I want to remind the minister.
Yes, the maternal death.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that there's the need for us to improve upon the services. There's a need for us to improve upon the equipment at each facility. And I think that when we do that, we'll be able to. There's a deliberate, decision to. In fact, my deputy is in charge.
Okay.
I've put my deputy in charge of maternal health issues to be able to change the norm.
Old students of Presec are organizing a conversation next week, 30th April, on emergency health care. I'm hoping your Professor Kosa would have released this report by then. But even if it does not, if you have time, it will be good to have you pass through. 30th April. I'm the moderator of that program. Next week, Thursday. If you are in town, please come through. It's a very important conversation we are having.
I wish we had time to discuss that emergency, those emissions. But that's
it will be live on air, so you can pass through.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that we can ask you some questions. Thank you. It's been good having you. Time is not on our side, but I thank you. Kwabena Mintakando is the Minister for Health. And listeners, thank you for your questions. We couldn't put all through. We have a couple of interviews coming up as well. We will be with you in the next few seconds. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Attention all Ghanaian students in basic to senior high schools. Want to win 15,000 Ghana cedis? Join the Kofi A. Terrier Good Citizenship Challenge now. Form a team of at least 5 students and embark on a community service initiative that will make a real difference. For more details, call 050-591-0960. The final submission deadline is 30th June 2026.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangerine. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 05500-32231. Beaver, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
In Ghana, planning ahead is something we grew up with. It's in the small things. Filling your barrels and buckets just in case the taps don't flow tomorrow. Parents buying school shoes 2 or 3 sizes too big so you can grow into them. Or wrapping your books carefully so that they can be passed down to the next child. It's how we've always looked out for the future. Quietly, thoughtfully, every day.
For 20 years, we've understood what Ghanaians have always known. Planning today secures tomorrow. It's the reason we provided life insurance solutions for every aspect of your future. Star Life didn't introduce planning ahead, we only made it better. Why? Because it's who you've always been. Star Life, your solid partner for life.
We are Star Life, your solid partner for life.
Chedie Kesio, Electroland Ghana Limited, ye mamo, Chedie Kesio, where ye de my dready for woman ye didn't ye. A sansa munu credi, I saw ye ninty, ye mamo, Chedie Kesia, a Chedie Kesia, ye de mo enemy. Every Accra, a Quatamali, Ghana Fanenina, Electroland, a number 1. Near here is Obeto Samsung, TCL, Media, any Nasco Niama, Electroland showroom, any anamo si for one more Ghana Fanenina. And also dial *928*8888 hash. Ube to Miss Wako register.electrolandraffles.com. And now by now watching your Busumia crowd yibi. Now wait to me and Chedia Kesiepa. Free TVs, ACs, fridges, gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, mobile phones, and in your kikahwa yedi mawonkwa. Jumedi and the Caritas platform no ajiatu. Kaisa in Shisha Kakao home. Electroland Ghana, rewarding your loyalty the big way.
Yes, you're not alone. Your taps have not been running always. You've done everything, but there seems to be no way. You spend too much money buying water from other sources. Now listen, you're not alone this time around. The good news is, Priority Water Limited will pump purified and super clean water through your taps for drinking, cooking, and for other household needs. If you live in a gated community or within an estate, give them a call and you will be happy you did. Priority Water Limited will install water purification system in your community and supply everyone constant clean water throughout the year. Gated communities and high-rise apartments can now enjoy super clean water every day. Give them a call at 0200608404 or 0202185445. Priority Water Limited. We live on water.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So it's 9:22 on the City Breakfast Show, and a few quick announcements.
Yes, everyone is winning in the Ongalicious Abingwaha promo. Over 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ongalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablets promo wrappers at any Onga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code. Send to *713*27# and win instantly. Cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from 15th April to 15th July. Hurry, don't miss our terms and conditions apply. This is FDA approved.
Okay.
And Henley and Partners, global leader in residence and citizenship planning, helping investors and their families secure alternative residence or citizenship through leading programs worldwide. They advise on the best program for you and your family and assist with the entire application process every step of the way. Now, for many Ghanaians, key drivers for seeking alternative residence and citizenship include greater global mobility, investment, diversification, career, healthcare, so much more. Popular options for Ghanaians include Caribbean citizenship programs like Antigua and Barbados, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, so much more, including Malta, UAE, UK, Canada, and US. So call us on 0206 042101 or email ghana@henleyglobal.com. Our office is at the Galleria at the Kempinski Gold Coast City Hotel. For free consultation, henleyglobal.com is our website. Visit to find out more. Let me tell you about Electroland. They are giving you weekly and monthly big rewards when you buy Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO Electronics anywhere in Ghana and from any authorized dealer or reseller. Buy your LED, smart TV, split AC, double door fridges, auto grill, gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, microwaves, blenders, mobile phones, and more from Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. Dial *928 *8888 hash or go to register.electrolandraffles.com to enter our weekly and monthly draws approved by NLA Caritas platform. Electroland Ghana Limited, rewarding your patronage the big way. So the blank sense is on your screens now, and trust us, you don't want to miss a single moment. Tune in every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. for all the family drama, unexpected twist, laughter, and everything in between. If you missed an episode, don't worry, we've got you covered. Catch the repeats on Fridays at 11:30 a.m., Saturdays 7 p.m., Sundays 4:30 p.m., Tuesdays 3 p.m., Wednesdays 5:30 p.m. Stay locked on Channel 1 TV and never miss a moment of The Blank Sins. The Blank Sins is a Channel 1 TV production and is proudly sponsored by Out Insecticide, NASCO Electronics, Lizzie Shutter, and Everpark.
Now, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GEPA, has been releasing its annual non-traditional export statistics report, and they launched some highlights last Friday. So to talk to us about what GEPA does and this statistics, we have Raymond Kramer, who is the Deputy CEO for Marketing Operations, and Banda Khalifa, who is the Director for Services and Manufacturing. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So tell me about GEPA's mandate and how it aligns with Ghana's broader export development agenda.
Okay, so basically for GEPA's mandate, we are focusing on driving the Ghana's export-led sector, basically playing a key role in the accelerated export development program. This will basically increase the sector's contribution to the national export diversification. So what we are basically doing is increasing value addition. So decreasing raw states of materials going out of the country and introducing value addition to those products.
I see.
And this will basically industrialize Ghana's industry.
So you released the 2025 non-traditional export statistics report. What were the key highlights, major performance trends, and sectoral contributions that you think are important, Banda?
Thank you very much. Let me say hi to your listeners.
Wonderful.
So the non-traditional export statistics report is done annually. It is meant to inform policy direction and to provide direction for actors, not only for policy but for actors in this space, that is exporters, manufacturers, producers, aggregators, and all that. So the one major feature about this year's report is the substantial increase in NTEs from 3.83 billion to 5.006 billion, which is quite unprecedented. and a lot of factors accounted for that. Higher cocoa prices, cocoa derivative prices, not the beans, cocoa derivative prices, and high volume of export as well. So these were the key takeaways. Cocoa derivatives did very well. And then, of course, other markets also experienced growth in terms of our exports to these markets. Yeah.
So Ghana's non-traditional exports are broadly classified into 4 main sub-sectors. So walk us through these categories and their significance to the export economy.
Okay, so we have the manufacturers, which is also the semi-processed sector. That's where you find the ceramics, you'd find the value-added addition products. We have the agricultural products. We have the services products. So when you have things like IT, you have medical outreach, all of that falls under services. And then we have the international arts and crafts. That's where you find the textiles people, you find the woven baskets, you find the stools, and all of those. So these are the 4 main categories. But the manufacturers leads the
NTE subsector.
Yes, because you end up finding some of the, because it's semi-processed, so you find some of the cocoa derivatives coming from there. You find the ceramics, the tiles, all those things come there. So they play a major role into
so cocoa paste recorded some strong export earnings. What factors drove this performance in 2025, and what does that say about Ghana's value addition efforts?
Well, cocoa paste, generally the cocoa derivative sector did very well, like I indicated earlier. Cocoa paste did very well because of price. We had an increase in price, and then of course the volumes also went up compared to 2024. So it has to do with volume and price. These were the 2 major factors that, and then of course support coming from the industry in terms of a lot more grinding of raw cocoa beans to finished and semi-finished product.
Amazing.
These were the factors that contributed.
And which international markets accounted for the largest share of our NT earnings last year? And the other question is, how diversified are these destinations?
Okay, so Europe basically contributed the largest. They contributed about 55.3%.
Okay.
With the Netherlands leading the European destinations. You still have destinations like Italy and England playing a key role when it comes to Europe. After that, the African countries, primarily the ECOWAS and Sahel states, were next in line. They did about 30%. This is being led with exports to Burkina Faso and Mali, Niger, those areas. But Burkina Faso takes the biggest bite out of the...
Wow, so a lot of our goods are going to our neighboring country. Burkina Faso.
North America actually recorded the greatest growth.
Okay.
About 86% in growth for exports. And followed by Asia, that also increased about 14%. So it's very diverse. I see. We go throughout all the
all right, now can you, if somebody listening wants an export license, or somebody wants to take part in your export school, or they want to be part of any of the trade fairs that you organize, what process must they go through to do this?
So basically, first of all, you have to be a registered business. You have to have gone through the Registrar General and registered your business. After which you would come to GEPA or get in contact with our regional officers, depending on where you are, and you would register with us to be an exporter. At this point, when you do come, we would check your registration documents and then register you, but we'll also enroll you in the export school.
Okay.
The export school will basically make you export ready, because the export school is not just run by GEPA. We do it in collaboration with other agencies. So you find GRA there speaking to you about taxation, the customs speaking to you about the port rules and all that. You would find the financial institutions speaking to you about remittance and all of that. So it's a inter-institutional effort.
So when would the next, does the GEPA export school run concurrent every year, or it's like you?
No, we run it throughout the year. The last one just concluded last week Friday. The next one will be in about a month. We run it at least every other month. We would have a export school, depending on how many exporters are also registering. We might run it more than just that, but every other month we should be able to run the export school. Yes.
I see. So, do they have to come to Accra? Are there regional offices? How can people?
Yes, we currently have regional offices in Ashanti, Central, Western, Volta, Upper East, and Northern. So any of these areas, you should be able to register for the export school. Now, the export school doesn't just happen in Accra. We also do take it to the regions. So we collaborate with our regional heads, and then we will come to the regions to also undertake that export school.
Yes. Interesting. Any final thoughts from you, Banda Khalifa?
Yes. So as we indicated earlier, the export sector is diverse. We exported to more than 100 countries, more than 150 countries worldwide. And we're dealing with so many products, with a lot of SMEs in contention, contributing to the growth. We believe there are opportunities. There are opportunities in Africa. The AfCFTA market is a larger market for us that we need to consider, excluding. If you take out ECOWAS, it is the next in line that we need to consider, given the fact that tariffs are lowering. By 2030, we believe as tariffs become zero, we should be able to explore the AfCFTA market more, and then export more to that place. And also, let me also add that with the current free trade agreement with China, it is a market that we're working extremely hard to explore and export more. So that's why currently our major exports to China are basically the traditional product, which is petroleum. We have some cocoa paste going there as well, and other cocoa product, cocoa powder. But we believe with a population like that of China, there's a lot more opportunity for us to explore and export more.
Thank you very much for being on the show, gentlemen. And by the way, where can I get the report, Raymond, if I'm looking for a report, the NTE report?
Yes, so if you go on our website, you should be able to download it. That is www.gepa.gov.gh. If you go on our social media handles, GEPA Ghana, we have shared a QR code and a link to it as well. We have limited physical copies at our Impact Hub at the head office and some of the regional offices. But for those of us who are listening right now, you can easily go on our social media or go on our website, and then there's a link there for you to download it.
All right. Thank you very much. We've been speaking to Raymond Kramer, who's the Deputy CEO for GEPA, which is the Ghana Export Promotion Agency. He's in charge of marketing and promotions. And Banda Khalifa is Director of Services and Manufacturers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Coming up, more interviews. Before that, Caleb is still here with a few more announcements.
More opportunities. The Business and Financial Times invites you to the third edition of the Women in Business Dialogue Series 2026. It's under the theme From Market to Market Leader, empowering women, SMEs, and young women in agribusiness for sustainable growth. Tuesday, April 28, 2026, 9 a.m., Lancaster Hotel, Kumasi. Women in Business Dialogue Series is an initiative aimed at promoting entrepreneurship, financial inclusion, and sustainable growth among women-led businesses in Ghana and beyond. This year's edition will provide the opportunity to connect, network, and learn from top business leaders, among others. So call us now, 0209 457 427 or 0244 725 688. Our sponsors and partners: EcoBank Ghana, Gino, Unilever Ghana, the Bank Hospital, as well as our media partners. You know the hottest slogan in town, the best repeating pa-to-pa from GCB Bank. It's not just vibes, it's your chance to win mega Gantuan prizes. We're talking the ultimate all-expense paid trip to the Global Football Fiesta next year, plus monthly TVs, fridges, cookers, and many goodies. Prizes know they finish. Join the winning team. Deposit and maintain 300 cedis or more in your GCB savings or current account. That's all. Small. Then you see, no, boom, you've made it. Your next stop could be Yankee, Canada, or Mexico. We are doing this. We started from December 2025, and we are ending this month this year. So save, win, go with Patupa promo by GCB Bank. Global Football, here we come. Very final one from me, Bernard. Social Security and National Insurance Trust SNIT wishes to remind SNIT pensioners that they are all to undergo annual pensioner certification in their birth months. Effective this April, pensioners who were born in the months of January, February, and March but have not renewed their pensioner certificate will be taken off the pension payroll. This means that SNIT will suspend paying their monthly pensions until they have renewed their pension certificate. All affected persons who have not renewed their pension certificate are encouraged to do so before the next pension pay date. And to make the renewal process simple and convenient, pensioners may use any of SNIT's dedicated channels, that's SNIT mobile app, SNIT branch, and SNIT co-location bank. Pensioners with mobility challenges can receive assistance through home visits or call 0302 611 622. For further inquiries, pensioners may call the SNIT contact center 0302 611 622, visit any branch, or use your mobile app.
All right, so it's 9:39. Caleb,
Yes,
some people brought me a box of goodies, and Godfred went into the office.
He entered the treasury
and raided it.
He ransacked that.
Some sugar,
okay,
some honey pack.
My God.
Some Gary mix. He just took it and went to
The one that's sweet package, you know.
I want to file a case of theft.
Yes.
I mean, I can't imagine. And he took it to his house.
No, he said he take it. It can't be tiffy because it's your office. So
the people who brought it are here. So I'm going to interview them and later I'll tell them where I can get more.
Solid.
So we're talking about Oxy Industries, who are known for Sunny Gold. If you've heard of Sunny Gold, it's a packaged brown sugar. Initially started in jars.
Nice.
And they've expanded to include a Gary mix, cocoa powder, Tom Brown.
Solid.
Now the honey is like you open it small.
No, I have a confession.
You came to steal something.
No, I got some. I didn't steal. Yeah, I got one.
You didn't declare your assets.
I got one. I didn't steal it.
we have an asset declaration regime on the breakfast show that when somebody brings something,
no, I was accosted at a car park. I was putting my car so the delivery was seamless.
I'll take it from your salary. So you got some of the things.
Seamless connection, you understand? It was nice.
I have friends from Oxy Industries. Kwekua Samoa is the general manager. Eko Daniel is the head of sales and marketing. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Very well, very well.
So I know more about Sunny Gold than I know about Oxy Industries. Yeah. So tell me about Oxy Industries before we talk about Sunny Gold. Who is Oxy Industries?
Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Good morning to your listeners.
Yeah.
And a special good morning to our customers.
Yeah.
Yes, Sunny Industries. This is a very interesting question. It's something we've also been thinking about. Not thinking about, but been pondering. Sunny Gold is the brand that Oxy Industries produces.
Okay.
So Oxy Industries is the company, and Sunny Gold is the brand that carries the products of Oxy Industries.
How old is the company?
This company is more than 20 years old. It started. It was started by a gentleman called Enoch Ambrechum. He is actually a pharmacist.
Okay.
By training, he started. Can you believe it? He started it as a drinks business on campus at KNUST.
A drinks business?
Yes, somewhere in the late 90s.
Wow.
And fast forward, he came to work with FDA. And along the way, set up Oxy Industries and decided to go into the packaging of sugar.
Packaging of sugar?
Yes. Because he saw the opportunity there.
Okay.
At that time, we didn't have sugar packaged in bottles
at all.
It was, tied in those polythene bags. There was no sugar in sachets.
Yeah.
So he saw the opportunity, and then.
So he's the first person who did the sugar.
Yes.
Yes, he was the first person who.
Is he also the person who did brown sugar?
One of the first. One of the first.
What is brown sugar? Why is brown sugar better than normal sugar?
That's a very good question. A lot of people don't know this, but sugar in its original state is brownish.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's the truth.
Sugar in its original state is brown.
Exactly.
Yes.
Hey. So when does it become white?
That's
it goes through a process to become white.
Jesus.
So we thought it more prudent, and in its original form, it has the original nutrients in there as well.
Oh,
when it's brown.
Exactly.
So white sugar is actually the future.
Process something.
Yes, white sugar is brown sugar that has been processed.
Is it?
Yes, that has been processed.
Jesus. So never knew this.
I'll give you an example. You know, ashidi, like sugar cane.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, squeeze out the juice
fufu.
and put it on fire and let it dry.
It becomes
and
brown.
Look at the color.
You're right.
Oh.
You're right. You're right.
So you guys decided to do two things. You are going to package it in a different way, and you're also going to maintain its original brownness.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like you added something to make it brown.
No.
That's the original color.
That's the original color of sugar.
Is it?
Yes. And white sugar does not have that many nutrients in them, in it.
Is it?
Brown sugar has a lot of nutrients as well as antioxidants that is beneficial to human consumption. Of course, we are not saying that consuming white sugar is bad, but then the truth is you have more nutrients.
Brown sugar is better.
Then
So why should someone choose Sunny Gold over other brands? What makes Sunny Gold different beyond its brownness?
Well, thank you for that question. Sunny Gold, I must say, is a brand that has evolved over the years and is very particular about what we put onto the market. We produce food, and as a result, we want to ensure that the food that we put out there is, number one, safe for consumers to eat. And because of that, we've gone through the trouble of or the necessary trouble of getting all the certifications that is required by law. We have HACCP certification. We have also standards board certifications, as
FDA.
well as FDA. In fact, quite recently we had the US FDA come to our premises or our business to take an audit, and I'm proud to say that we passed successfully. We passed, and then we are certified by the US FDA. So currently we are able to export to the USA and other many countries because of this. We also ensure that the process by which we produce these goods goes through high quality assurance, processes. For instance, we have a quality assurance department that ensures that all these products go through the quality assurance processes. There are products, some of our products that go through sieving, and a lot of people don't know, but once you mail a product, you get metal residues in them, and our sieves have magnets in them. So once the products go through them, it catches all the metal. We also have processes where we pass every single product that we produce through metal detectors to ensure that if by any chance there's metal in any of the products, we catch it at that point so it doesn't come to the market. So yes, I would always choose Oxy or Sunny Gold products over any other brand because I'm assured that it is of high quality, because I'm assured that it is safe for me to consume.
And beyond that, we have the most attractive packaging. You saw some of the packaging I brought to you guys.
I loved it.
It's amazingly beautiful. It's so convenient. You can take it anywhere. I've noticed in recent times that a lot of people don't like the mess
They don't like the spills, especially when you go for funerals, parties and stuff like that, conferences. You notice that, they like it more decent. You can pour just enough for what you need, So we're talking about, the sizes that we produce, especially for our sugars. And, we have the 5 gram and the 10 gram. And we're saying that the 10 gram is for the people who use the bullseye, the bullseye cap, bullseye cap,
the big one.
Yes, and for those who use the cappuccino cups, we have
smaller
sizes
ones
for them as well. Yes.
But what other products do you produce?
Oh, it's a whole list. We have the honey, which we shared with you the other day. Our honey comes in bottles and it comes in blisters. What we gave you were in blisters, and just so you know, the whole Citi breakfast team, we have a gift for you as far as the honey is concerned.
Wow.
Yeah. Beautiful. And we also have Tom Brown. I don't know if you've tried our Tom Brown, but really, I don't know any Tom Brown that comes close to what we have. Cereal legume. I mean, it's the best on the market currently. Wow. We also have Shito.
You've entered the Shito.
We are in that industry, and if you obviously, our Shito also comes in Shito sticks.
Shito sticks.
Yes, as we like to describe it.
These people, they come top.
It's the whole republic.
Shito sticks.
They come in Shito sticks. They come separately, already cut or in strips. Not just that, we also have the Gary mix, and just so you know, we were the premier company to start producing Gary mix in this country.
Okay.
So the Sunny Gary mix is one of our prime products. We also have Ekwegbemi, we have Awusa Kuku, we have Accra Kinki, Ga Kinki.
Correct one.
So, we have it packaged in such a way you can make it at home.
Hey.
Yeah. Very simple, so lovely. We'll bring you some. You try it. I've seen your canteen. Yeah. Thank you. The other time you gave me lunch in your canteen. So
gave me the old one.
Yeah.
Hey. Wow.
So we produce all these products, and we also have the cocoa. We have cocoa, light cocoa. We have the dark cocoa.
You have bitter cocoa.
Yes, bitter cocoa, the healthy one.
Where can we get your products?
Everywhere.
Serious?
I don't know any modern trade shop in this country you can't get it. So all the ShopRites, the China malls, the Max Marts, what do you call it? And in fact, Okanshi, if you go to Okanshi, everywhere on the Spintex Road, Aseda Wholesale, in Ungwa, Upuku Trading, Kumasi. In fact, everywhere.
Do you do the sugar in cubes or just the normal?
So we do cubes. We have the sticks, and then we also have it in different sizes of sachet, and then we have the bottles. We have different sizes, the 800 grams.
So when somebody's going to secondary school and they need Gary,
it's so simple. We actually have bundles for
secondary school size,
like back to school bundles. So we have Gary as well. So we have the Gary, we have sugar, we have honey, we have cocoa. Not pre-mixed, but we put it together, we bundle it together. Yes. You can just come and buy one bundle and you have everything in there.
Wonderful.
And that's it. Yeah.
No, this is amazing. Wow. So somebody wants me to ask, what problem are you solving with sugar sticks?
Convenience. That's number one.
Convenience.
And of course Ghanaians too, the eye open small.
I like
they know what's up.
Yes, and we also want to encourage responsible use of sugar.
Yeah.
Too much of everything is bad. We are not afraid to state that, even though we sell sugar.
Admit it.
Yeah.
So is sugar grown in Ghana here, or where do you get sugar from?
No, we import our sugar, our brown sugar, from producers in Thailand, Brazil, and other places.
Maybe you should plant a sugarcane plantation somewhere.
In the process.
You have to.
In the process.
Yeah, you have to. Wow. Any final message before you leave, gentlemen?
Yes, we want to say a big thank you to our loyal customers. Agnes Issa, Casins, K Prosper in the Volta region, and all our distributors across the country. I want to say a big shout out also to our CEO for the kind of leadership that he has provided.
I like to sometimes tease him and say, unfortunately, he's an Absunian. Because I'm a Santa Claus.
I know.
Yes, if it wasn't for his vision, we wouldn't have gotten this far. And also to tell potential distributors, people who are interested in distributing our products, that we are available and they can always contact us.
and
all right,
they won't regret it.
So look out for the Sunny Gold package.
Yeah, and
it's
finally,
like a sunshine,
yes,
sort of thing.
Yes.
Sunny.
Oh, and I didn't tell you. Recently, we just signed Joe Metal as a brand ambassador.
Come on.
Yeah.
Easy,
so we're about to start a beautiful
this one's the Bononi.
Yes.
You see, is the sugar is
Bononi. But let me also say a very big thank you to the team that we work with in the office. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
And Kwekua Samoa is the general manager of Sunny Gold, Oxy Industries. Now the brand name Sunny Gold. And Daniel's head of sales and marketing. Get your next sugar stick or sugar cube or your shito or your ekwegwemi or Tom Brown or your cocoa powder from the next outlet. Ask for Sunny Gold, they all know it. We'll be back. Stay with us.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hello CEOs, Ghana's foremost business platform marks 10 years of leadership impact. Join the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo on Thursday, 28th May 2026 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Kempinski Hotel Accra. The summit is themed accelerating Ghana's economic transformation, driving bold reforms through leadership, technology, and industrialization. Tagline, from vision to action. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will attend as special guest of honor and officially launch the CEO Government Compact 2026. Highlights include presidential CEO dialogue, masterclasses, panels, brand expo, CEO profiles, networking, and the Ghana CEO Excellence Gala. Registered now at GhanaCEOSummit.com. Call 054-639-1970 or email info@GhanaCEOSummit.com. Powered by CEO Network Ghana in partnership with Deloitte, PwC, EY, GIPC, SIGA, University of Ghana, Media General, and the Multimedia Group. The 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo. A decade of leadership impact. T&Cs apply.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
Hey, El Chamano, I agree to. I miss you. Salary them pay last week. This week, no, it finished. How? But don't you have GCB mobile app? Just request a salary advance. You will get it in 30 seconds. Gosh, it just dropped like it's hot.
Get up to 80% of your salary anytime with a GCB mobile app at the lowest interest rates. Switch to a GCB salary account now and payday can be any day. Download the GCB mobile app on Google Play, App Store, or Huawei App Gallery. T's and C's apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Oh yes, are you looking to explore Ghana? Not sure where to begin? Why not let Ghana Tourism Marketplace help you plan the perfect trip? With Ghana Tourism Marketplace, you can easily book hotels, discover exciting tours, rent cars, connect with expert local tour guides, and explore destinations across the country, all in one place. You can also get tickets for amazing experiences like Movie in the Park at Platinum Bay Hotel, Uncle Ebo White Theatre shows, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park visits, Accra by Night tours, and many more unforgettable events. For more information, visit www.gtm.com.gh or email info@gtdc.gov.gh. You can also call or WhatsApp 050-123-3921 or 0202-700-720. Ghana Tourism Marketplace is brought to you by Ghana Tourism Development Company, your official gateway to discovering Ghana.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
That's why this the king's made. No throne, no rope, just a shadow shade. Brick by brick, we built from pain. Under the streets lights, we carve our name. The ones blow loud and sing our vibes. We chased the dawn through endless nights. Street corner my head, I'm staying real. Every scar survived, every wound will heal. They can't break me, no they never will. Street corner my head, I'm made of steel. Street corner my head, I'm staying real. Every scar survived, every wound will heal. They can't break me, no they never will. Street corner my head, I'm made of steel.
All right, let's remind you of two things you know already.
Very importantly, if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. We've got Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. We're available at a local store near you. 0550032231. Let's support our own Piva beverages, a taste you will love. And talking about our own, when you buy anything, that's got to be the very best. We have Diamond 42.5 hour grade cement is the highest quality on the Ghanaian market since the year 2000. We've supported many constructions and we are rated green by the EPA. We have the affordable 32.5 hour grade, great value for everyone, good value for your pocket. You deserve the best, so make Diamond Cement your number one choice for all your building needs. Anyone who wishes to buy Diamond Cement should deal with the company directly. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide. We have our factories in Aplao, Takrady, and Buepe. Please call us 0244-313-368. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond.
All right, so that's all we have time for today's edition of the City Breakfast Show. My name is Bernard Avile. I did this with Caleb Kuda, Godfred Akotoboafo, and Francisca Kakra Fossen. Coming up next is City News at 10 with Shiba Arababeni. Good morning, Shiba.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming up in the bulletin, committee set up to investigate no-bed syndrome to present